Hey, this ain't a drill. Only time I plan is on the field. And when I'm on the field, no, I got mad skills. And you know we bout to eat this a fast meal. Y'all gotta pay for this heat like a gas bill. We keep on coming back, so yeah, they mad still. Everyone sick, make them pay me some bad bills. Red, white, and blue like Superman, so you know we eating at the Super Bowl. Kill the competition, set up the funeral. Josh Allen catching all the shots you go for. We callin' blitz. Ready to start, we ain't calling no quits. I'm the #1 draft pick. A lot of y'all talk, but I ain't hearing they only listen to Keyshawn and hit talk about the Bills dominating on the field. All our players got them skills. Buffalo don't make a kill when we talk about the Bills dominating on the field, and our players got them skills. Buffalo don't make a kill.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live episode of the Post Podium Podcast, baby. Home of the all truth, no sodium takes. I am your co-host, Aramis.
Melly Mac.
I reserve the right to be salty today.
What? Nah, come on. You keep violating the motto. We about to get it trademarked and everything.
Extra salt today?
I didn't say I had it. I just don't know what I got. I don't know where the show's going to take me. No, this is 40 Key.
40 Key now.
40 Key.
Huh? 40 Key?
40 Key.
40 Key.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, so check it out. Today is going to be a very interesting day. Very interesting day indeed. I've been told by a source close to me sitting across the desk that today is going to be a very, very interesting show. Mostly because he got no sleep. Is that right?
got no sleep.
Okay. All right. So let's try to just smoothly transition here to a segment we like to call Stuff We Heard. Let's get into that. What do we have today, fellas?
You got anything, Mel?
So I know y'all talked about it.
Nah. We gonna talk about it today because you weren't there. When you say y'all, that means you weren't included.
Just one thing.
Bring it back up.
MVS. Did y'all talk about his dinner date?
I have that in my stuff.
At Josh's house?
Yeah.
Because did you see that you watched the show then? You watched the Tuesday installment?
Not the whole show in entirety, but
I said exactly that, and it was like,
you did. Yeah.
But I did.
I didn't think it was anything to it.
Honestly, I almost didn't think so either, but I had a feeling.
I'm thinking it seems to me that at least Josh and Bean is like on some type of page. Like, I think, like I said before, like Bean's job is to get players in here. But I think now, remember we talked about like Josh Allen knows he has a voice. I think he's doing that, but just not the way we want him to do it. He's doing like behind the scenes stuff when it comes to getting guys that he wants in or he thinks he can make better with the team. Because it's not the first time that I've heard that Josh Allen has been a part of like a recruiting process. Especially like it seems that he actually wanted him to go get these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bean, get this dude. Yo, get him. So I don't know. I don't know how you guys think about that. Like, I feel like as a GM, it's important for me, like if I got a franchise quarterback, to try to help him out as much as possible. But at the same time, is he asking those questions like, why this dude? Like, why do you think we should bring him in? Like, you tell me why you think he's going to help the team. Like, do you want him in just because, like, why do Josh want these guys?
I mean, you're on to something in terms of the Matt Barkley thing. Because Matt Barkley was on the team solely because Josh Allen said so.
Yep.
And that's evident by the fact anybody, this is not conjecture. If you look back and just read the literature, it spells out in black and white. Josh Allen, part of the Von Miller thing, was in contingent that Matt Barkley was signed to Buffalo. He would only recruit Von Miller if they got Barkley. Said it, black and white. This is not any kind of speculation.
Yeah.
But to your point, this the only thing I will disagree with what you said. This is exactly what I wanted Josh Allen to be doing.
Yeah,
exactly what I want him. I don't care if it's boisterous. I don't care if everybody sees it, if everybody hears it. But I want Josh Allen's voice to be heard. I want him to know and be empowered to know that he's not just a guy. Yeah. That he's not just a run-of-the-mill starting quarterback. You are the guy. You're him now.
Right.
This is your team.
I kind of want to see it during the season, though. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You something like after games, like, hey, man, we kind of sucked that week. We got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see like more of that stuff. But don't get me wrong, like his voice is still important. So at least he's speaking up at all. Like, he's not being silent and being quiet. Mm-hmm. So I definitely appreciate that. But I think I think not even with Sean McDermott. I think it's just like with Brandon Bean and Josh Allen, like they got some type of agreement or like they got a good relationship, because it seems like whatever Josh want, Brandon said, all right, I'll make it happen. This is what you want. I'll go get it.
Right. That, I mean, most teams that have that kind of franchise quarterback, that's what they do. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was kind of like the, diva extreme, but most franchises do that kind of thing. I think what's kind of catching my interest on this is Quinton Cephas getting cut because of this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think we really got a chance to find out what his. Oh, actually, I'm sorry.
He got cut for Delaney.
Yeah.
Delaney was why Quinton Cephas got cut.
Who's Delaney?
We'll go through that later. We're gonna stay here because I got Delaney as number one on my stuff.
Okay, so those two, my thought is those two moves might be closer together, but I think the main reason I don't think he got cut because of Delaney. Those two things might have happened, consecutively, which might lead towards that. But did somebody specifically come out and say that?
Well, basically, what they did was right after they cut him, they signed Delaney.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't a Valdez Scantling thing. They were more than fine having all of them in the camp. So
okay, and I get all that, but thinking from the perspective that I was taught, like when it comes to the way that franchises operate, Cephas at this point of his career and at this point of the Buffalo Bills franchise was probably less of a wild card than Chase Claypool was, right? I don't think Quinton Cephas gets cut and Delaney signed unless they sign MVS.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they're paying MVS $4.5 million.
Yeah.
Right? And not only that, but this is a guy that Josh is co-signing.
Right.
So it's likely he's going to make close to that 4.5 because Josh likes him. Josh is going to want to get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably going to hit some of those incentives, right? So with that being in place, I think this says a lot about what the team thinks about Chase Claypool now. Because if Chase Claypool was really the wild card out of all these receivers, but you cut probably a more productive receiver, and he was only making $1 million.
So I look at it this way. Let's say they wouldn't have cut him. They would have came in camp with 14 wide receivers. Right? That's a lot, right?
So they got, 13 now, right?
Also, I think because Cephas hasn't played, I think Claypool has a better shot because he's still NFL ready. To me, Cephas was the long shot because, don't get me wrong, I think he had the talent and he has the skills to make the team. But by you not playing football, like a whole year off, like it takes a while for you to get back into like football shape. So I'm thinking from the franchise perspective, they're thinking that they're more likely that these guys are going to make the team versus, Cephas. You know what I mean? That's a good point, yeah.
I mean, let's not forget that the history of the Bills is that people that they cut early on, they bring back when needed. So
that's true.
I mean, it's not the book isn't written on Cephas, nor is it written on Shaq Lawson. Even though our boy Dwayne Carter, young Wheezy baby, done took 90 from him. Right. So that just means Shaq Lawson gonna wear 50 something when he comes back to the Bills again.
He came in and was like, "Yo, yeah, I gotta change jerseys."
He's like, "That's gonna change." I'm like, "Fam, I didn't know you were a first round draft pick." Anyway,
but so I know you said wait. Do we have to save Delaney for way later, or can we get
that was just on my stuff. I didn't want to mix it in.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to introduce. Because you said who's Delaney, and that's what I said too. And I have information on who he is.
Well, I have a question about that.
I don't know how deep a dive I did on Delaney, but go ahead, shoot. I'll see what I can do for you. No. Don't commit.
Okay. All right. Was signing Delaney worth losing Quinton Cephas?
I think it's interchangeable.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think either one.
I mean, so again, they had 14 wide receivers.
Right.
Let's just say
who was better than Quinton Cephas though?
Who was better than him? So it depends on how many you think they're going to keep. So I would say between 6 or 7. Right? Maybe 7 because of the special teams, but let's just say 6, right?
Okay.
Those fighting words.
Off the rip right now. The 3 we could say is locks: Keon, Samuel, Shakir. So you got 3 more. And you think I don't put Cephas as the top 3 out of those guys that will make the squad.
Well, Max
Really?
Hollins-
So who's the next 3 for you?
Max Hollins. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Definitely Hollins, right? I think he's gonna
Because he
contribute,
plays special teams. Okay.
right?
Okay. But production wise, okay. When you're answering this question, are you answering from the perspective of team fit or like just production?
I'm looking at roles because
What they're gonna do here.
exactly because
Okay.
these guys, they're not starters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they were gonna play that Trent Sherfield role, the Jake Kumaro role.
Hold the bench so it don't fly in the air.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they're there just in case somebody get hurt, but they can come in and contribute
Mm-hmm.
in whatever capacity it is. So I don't think these guys were like getting like bona fide playing time or is going to be incorporated in the offense. They're just depth pieces just in case our guys get hurt or we got to plug and play some guys. So I don't see it as he's better, but because their core guys, they're not starting these dudes over the core guys anyway.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, my mentality is stockpiling as much talent as you can, and I get that. You know, the Bills, and I think you're right in terms of like this is how the Bills are thinking. I think you're right on with that. I think that that's how the Bills are looking at it when they're making these cuts. Is we have roles to fill. Who can fill these roles, right? But man, I don't know if that process of team building is what's going to bring about a difference in what they've done to this point, or what they've accomplished to this point. You know what I'm saying? If you've gone this whole time trying to fill roles on the team with guys that you think would be good at filling those roles, but there's someone more talented out there that might give you more outside of that role if you gave him a chance. I don't know if I want to like to me it's the argument between can we squeeze more juice out of this orange that is kind of been out there for a while and kind of sun dried. Can we squeeze more juice out of that than this freshly picked orange that's out there waiting to be had? You know what I'm saying? Now I can pay a lot less for this sun-dried orange that is kind of on its way out, you know what I'm saying, than I would have to for this freshly picked orange. And, but at this point, it's like it seems like the Bills are looking at those sun-dried oranges, those older oranges, as a better value. Yeah.
Also, look at all the wide receivers that are on the team right now. Most of them are all 6'3", 6'4". Cephas is only 6'1". So
this is how I look at wide
I think
receivers.
that they're trying to get bigger, and I think that's what Josh wants. He wants bigger receivers. So if you look at, eliminating one, get rid of the shortest dude.
But Curtis Samuel would have been gone.
But Curtis Samuel is an impact player. Like I said, Cephas, he's been off for a whole year.
I think Isabella's
we
the
don't even
shortest
know
one.
what he can even do.
KJ Hamler's the shortest one.
Oh, he's the shortest?
KJ Hamler's like 5'9".
Oh, he's not even 6 feet?
No.
Yeah, like I'm
Him
thinking
and
about
Isabella.
like if an injury happens, let's say Shakir gets hurt. Quinton Cephas would be a great slot receiver. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to put Curtis Samuel inside. You could still use him however you want to use him. And Quinton Cephas was a slot guy in Detroit and produced well in that position. But I don't know if I can look at any of the other receivers outside of Curtis Samuel to say, well, if Shakir got hurt, this guy can go in and do some damage in the slot.
Believe it or not, your number 2 draft pick would be a hell of a slot guy.
Coleman.
Yep.
Yeah,
Coleman's a great slot guy.
Yeah, but that's like, oh my gosh.
If
now
you-
we get
if you
into a
expect-
whole nother conversation.
I think even Claypool was better.
If you expect
In the slot?
Yeah.
If you expect Coleman to be your ex, I don't know what to tell you. Coleman's a placeholder. He's going to be a starting wide receiver in this league. He's going to be a good wide receiver in this league, but he's not going to be an ex. I can tell you right now. That's not him.
You mean from a traditional standpoint?
He's not the playmaker. He's not the separator. He's not the abuser. But to your other point about the state of wide receiver room, I think to the contrary point of the old orange, they got the fresh orange. You look at the roster that they had last year. The only people that are holdovers now are Justin Shorter, Khalil Shakir. Those are the only ones that were on this team last year at this time. So they replaced the whole room.
Yeah, they got a whole new bag of oranges.
But
Whole
they
new
replaced
bag
the
of
room
oranges.
full of sun-dried oranges. Like
They're new oranges, though.
No, they're not.
They are new oranges. In our offense, they're new oranges. They're new oranges.
Just because they haven't been on this team last year doesn't make them new. Like,
But it does,
we
though.
got to stop with that. Like, Mac Hollins is 30 years old.
But
MVS is almost 30.
I know, but it still doesn't change the fact they're new in the system.
But what does new in the system do for me?
What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for better production than I had last year.
How you know you're not going to get that?
Right.
Because none of these guys have shown a consistency in enough production in any offense that's going to give me the impression that they're going to come in here. Now, I did make the argument, and it's not like I'm doubling back on what I said about Josh Allen making receivers better, but what I'm thinking about is not just regular season stuff. Like, these players in this system, they'll put up some numbers in the regular season just because of the volume they're going to see. But I'm not just looking for production through volume. If the goal for this team is to hit the goal that all the other 31 teams in the league are trying to hit, which is a Super Bowl, then I'm sorry. This wide receiver room doesn't inspire me towards that direction. It doesn't say to me like these guys are going to be able to perform in the playoffs. You've got one guy that's been able to perform. Well, I'm sorry, two. I'll say two because I'm going to include Shakir. He did his thing in the playoffs last year. But you got two guys that showed that they can play in the playoffs in that wide receiver room right now. And one of them really can't run a whole route tree in MVS. He's not that kind of guy. So to me, it's like, okay, yes, they're new. They're new to the system. They all present different skill sets and stuff like that. But who were they on the teams that they were on before they got here? They were nobodies. We hired a bunch of nobodies.
For now.
But again, they're going to be somebody's here because of just sheer volume that they get, not because of their playmaking ability.
I mean, it depends on what the team does. If the team is better than last year, if they're more total than last year, I mean, obviously you look at it like this. The number one guy we had last year, number 14, is not replaceable. Just get that out of your head. Coleman's not doing it. Shakir's not doing it. Mac Hollins not doing it. Samuel's not doing it. None of these guys are doing it. So what do we do from there? If you're telling me right now that we just don't have anybody on the team because of what they did before, I just can't go with that. I don't know what they're going to do because by that logic, Terrell Bernard is trash. By that logic, Dorian Williams is afterthought. By that logic, Jerry Hughes was done. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
it could be true.
The guys you named, those are draft picks. That's different.
We didn't draft Jerry Hughes.
I'm not talking about Jerry Hughes. I'm talking about Dorian Williams and Terrell Bernard.
Okay.
Like, you can't put those in that conversation because those guys never played on another NFL team other than this one.
I know, but what I'm saying is they didn't even make the field the first year. Terrell Bernard didn't make the field. So
right, but most
here,
fourth and fifth round picks in third
I know,
round,
but when he made the field, what did he do?
He balled out, right? But again, that's after a year of developing in the system.
How do you? I mean, that's what I'm saying. How do you know? How can you unequivocally say right now that I don't know? We'll say.
Well, I'm not trying to unequivocally say anything. What I'm saying, and I did say specifically, the likelihood of them producing more than they have with the other teams that they were with, it's highly unlikely because these are, like, especially MVS and Mac Hollins, these are older guys. It ain't like they just got into the league and they team cut them because they couldn't produce after 2 or 3 years. Like Mike Edwards, been with 2 different teams, right? He won a Super Bowl, but really, how great of a player is he really? You hated him. You still hate him. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm banging on young guys and saying, well, we shouldn't even give them a chance. I'm looking at the fact that we have 2 30-year-old receivers now in our locker room, both of which really didn't do much outside of a few plays here and there in their careers. And MVS has had a much better career than Mac Hollins has, but Mac Hollins was a better special teamer than a wide receiver on his last team. You know what I mean? And we got two of those kind of guys now in the locker room versus a receiver who was kind of a up and coming, playmaker type from the slot in Quinton Cephas.
But any better receivers, if you want better receivers, then you got to say, are they better than the three that they're probably going to start right now? Are they better than Shakir, Samuel, and Coleman? And if they are, you got to pay them.
Right. But again, if you're willing to give MVS $4.5 million, I mean, you should. There's plenty of other receivers that you could have traded for that were younger that would have been able to come in here and give you more $4.5 million.
But then again, Josh wanted MVS.
Right.
I mean, but also you got to think about it. The $4.5 million, that's a moot point. I mean, the $4.5 million, if they'll sign for that, fine. But we're really looking at $1.6 million if you cut them. I mean, that's the high end of what he is. $1.6 million if you cut him.
That's with the guaranteed money.
That's his guaranteed money. Okay. You cut him today. That's against the dead cap. So the $4.5 million, that's loaded with a bunch of incentives that he probably won't hit.
They gave him a signing bonus of.
Well, one of the incentives he has is he makes $250,000 if he makes 5 to 8 touchdowns. Is he going to do that?
No.
So that's one thing. Then if it snowballs and keeps going, and these are the kind of incentives he has that gets him to that 4.5.
So you don't think that a guy that Josh vouched for that he wants in the door is going to be given an opportunity to get 5 to 8 touchdowns?
An opportunity, yes, but I don't think he's going to hit all those marks. So I don't think 4.5 is the mark you need to look at.
But that's okay. Then let me ask you this: Why don't you think he'll be able to get 5 to 8 touchdowns?
No, I'm just putting a example out there for his bonuses.
No,
what
I know,
I'm saying
I know.
is,
and
no,
I'm
what I'm saying is,
based on that premise, why do you think he won't be able to get 5 to 8 touchdowns?
MVS, because he's not going to be on the field enough times to get 5 to 8 touchdowns.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you, because what that says to me is, why do you even sign a guy and pay him that much?
You did. That's my point. You can't fixate on 4.5 when that's a fictional number. That's just his number if he hits all these bonuses.
The 2.25 they already gave him, because the 2.25 is a combination of the bonus they paid him already and his base salary for the entire season. Right. So the 2.25 alone, like you already, if we had 13 receivers on the team already before we got MVS. And none of these guys have had a chance to get in camp and prove and show what they could do in this offense so far. Then why even sign MVS and cut Quinton Cephas? That's my thing. Why cut Quinton Cephas when you sign MVS if you haven't seen any of these guys here in Buffalo on the field yet? So what was the reason why you cut Quinton Cephas? It couldn't have been because of Delaney. It couldn't have been. And according to this, from what I'm seeing on Over the Cap, they only paid Quinton Cephas a million, like $1.05 million as his base salary, right? He's not going to count on the dead cap, but if that's all they were paying him, why pay another guy more just because Josh vouched for him?
Mm-hmm. Because they think that he's going to provide more production
exactly
than Cephas will.
Because the Bills think
and that's his going
that
rate.
He's going to score those 5 to 8 touchdowns.
No, but that's his going rate.
What
do you fixate on the 5 to 8 for? They put that in there for a reason. That's a signing bonus. That's a bonus. That's an incentive.
I get it. But
they do that because that's how you get the man in the door. Josh wants him. You got to get him in the door. You got to sign the guy, right?
No. If Quinton Cephas was cut because MVS was preferred by Josh Allen, mm-hmm. and the Bills didn't just try to give MVS the vet min. They had him in to meet with their quarterback. The quarterback vouched for him, and then on top of that, they gave him a contract that could max out at almost $5 million for 1 year. Right? Now, it's easy to say, well, he's not going to hit all those numbers. Well, then why put those bonuses in his contract? Why not just give him a $2 million contract, fully guaranteed?
So another thing, you're trying to entice him to come to the team.
Exactly.
Okay. If that's the case, then we can't say that the main reason why he's got that contract was because of Josh Allen recommending him. If it's based off of football reasons, productivity reasons, and the team is trying to get better at wide receiver, why not cut Tyrell Shavers?
Because
you're only paying Quinton Cephas $1 million.
So Shavers is bigger, one, and then two, when we signed Quinton Cephas, he didn't meet with Josh Allen.
Yeah, Shavers been in the system. They like Shavers. They already tell you,
know
they
what I'm
like
saying?
Shavers.
So,
they love Shavers.
To me, they don't know much about Quinton Cephas. It's probably one of those things like, hey, he's available. Okay, we'll just add him to the list. Like, I don't think they had plans for incorporating these guys because, again, half of the guys not even going to make the team anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
so why bring in more wide receivers when they're just going to cut them anyway?
Quinton Cephas was a signing that's a typical Bills signing at this point in the season. They sign guys like this as a placeholder in case they can find somebody better. So in this case, they had Quinton Cephas, they had MVS, and then this D Delaney dude shows up. They liked him, so they picked him up. I mean, that's in the story. We're making semantics about the bottom end of the wide receiver room.
I mean, it screams emotional decisions. I think that's what's frustrating me so much about it. It's where's the logic in these decisions? I could understand if there was an issue internally with Quinton Cephas, get into a fight with a player or something like that, and then he's cut. Something like that would have come out by now, right? But it hasn't. So you cut a receiver who was productive in the league and more productive during the season than the guy you gave $4.5 million to.
You think he's more productive than MVS?
His production in the Detroit offense when he played, he was more of an impact player for that team during the regular season than MVS was for his team the year before.
So, all right, so on the going market, if it wasn't the Bills and it was a random team and you had the option to take Cephas or MVS, who you think is getting paid more money?
Well, with the situation being the way it is with Cephas getting suspended, probably MVS because he just won a Super Bowl. But if the Bills are trying to save money and that's why they traded out of the first round draft pick that they had to save $1 million, then why are we spending more than that now? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of dots that don't connect. It don't make sense.
I just think that you'll get better production out of MVS than you will Quinton Cephas.
During a regular season, though?
Yeah.
Yep. MVS's numbers are terrible during the regular season.
But they're not. So I look at MVS as it's funny. So when I first heard the signing, y'all know how I like Gabe Davis, right?
No, right? Do you?
So take us three.
Yeah.
The way I put Gabe Davis, the way y'all value Gabe Davis.
Uh-huh.
I think MVS is gonna same production how you guys will value Gabe Davis. He's gonna make a couple big catches. He's not gonna be consistent, but he's gonna be there. The one thing I do give him is in clutch moments he always performs. That he's done it on every team he's been on. In clutch performances, clutch moments,
well, not during the regular season though. In the playoffs, 100%. But during the regular season in Green Bay, he was not a clutch player during the regular season.
He had one good year. He had one solid season.
I'm just saying, if I had to pick versus the two, I'm taking MVS all day long. All day.
Okay.
I would too.
I prefer a guy that can run more than two routes.
But what do the Bills prefer?
Hey.
But no. So, yeah, moving on.
Laura says, I feel like y'all should duke it out in a cage match. Nah, we've been there, done that already.
I know. My eye still hurts. I got an eye, Jimmy.
Stop it.
Y'all abusive. No, so in other news, before we get back into it, we started this rigmarole because you asked the question, who is D. Delaney? I'm glad you asked that question. Let me feel liberty to pull it up. Let's see. D. Delaney, undrafted free agent in the 2018 draft. He went to the Citadel and Miami at University of Florida. He has played in 52 games and has a whopping 5 starts for his career. He has 71 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 7 passes defensed, and 3 interceptions. So, once again, this is a guy that I highly doubt is going to make the roster. But
they got him in so they could ask him questions about the Jacksonville defense and then kick him out the door.
He's also played with Spags.
Tampa. Yeah, he played for Spags. Yeah, so his last 3 years with Tampa. Who was Jacksonville's defensive coordinator when he played there in 2018? That was Todd Walsh. I don't even know who that is.
I want to say he played under Spags and Todd Bowles.
He did play. He did. Both of them. Him and Mike Edwards did.
So McDermott runs a similar defense than those guys. So they figured they got a guy who can come in and probably grasp the playbook super quick, and they can plug and play him.
And this is the thing that pisses me off about that logic. And I'm not coming at you. Don't take it offensively.
Yeah.
The man started 5 games in 6 years. I don't give a damn about what playbook he played in because he ain't played nothing. He saw it.
Right.
He has the mental, the remnants of it in his brain.
Right.
But he ain't execute nothing.
But
man,
he was in training camp, so he's seen it, he understand it, he practicing
it.
Well,
see, this is not the sleep talking. This is where the Mike Edwards signing makes way more sense than this.
Oh yeah.
Because Mike Edwards, he started the season.
Hit record on this, y'all.
Yeah, I timestamp it. Timestamp that. I looked at the wrong camera and everything. Timestamp it. Because I said it and I probably will never say it again. Maybe I will. I don't know. But yeah, so Delaney, once again, 5'11", 200 pounds. He's a 29-year-old. This is age 30 season, as Joe Marino likes to say, from Beaufort, South Carolina. Speaking of Beaufort, South Carolina, there's another South Carolinian that's like, I can't get enough of this dude. Xavier Leggett, man. Every time he talks, it's just a gold mine. He says nothing, but it's how he says it. He's like, man, I got around that bear, boy.
Twain got a hold of him.
I mean, I got to shoot him. I got it brought out of there, boy.
He got that boomhauer.
He got that dang mine. No.
Real quick, we got a couple comments. Zuzu says, thanks for a real discussion with disagreements and not just happy talk like some other pods.
Yeah.
Jay Osgood, what's going on, man? Welcome to the pod. He says, first time I've come across this channel. I thought I knew. My English is terrible today, I guess.
You've been saying that a while now.
I knew about all of the Bills content creators. I guess not. Hit the like button, everyone. It helps the algorithm and gets more eyes on the channel. Thank you so much.
My God. I mean, honestly, yeah, that I like to hear that. Don't let my performance today skew you because I am a little out of it. But
he's not 100%, guys.
I'm not 100%, but I'm going to give you all I got. Okay? And now I got new eyes watching. I am pressured.
Yeah.
And hatless.
Yeah.
I mean, Ron will be happy about that.
My mom, too, because I don't have to do rag on. So guess what? Mom.
Oh, that's right.
And Ron.
Yeah.
First time you saw it, last time you're going to see it.
I was about to say, take a picture because it ain't going to be
timestamp it. But no. So
real
let's
quick,
see.
Laura says he is so country. It's adorable.
Man, my partner got me a job over there at the Piggly Wiggly, and I got on up out of there after 2 weeks, and I just shot him through there.
Why are you so good at giving these impressions, man?
I don't know. So the Bills have fleeced Kansas City, evidently. Because Xavier Worthy's car has been stolen from rookie training camp.
Wow.
So not only, you are heartless. You are going
everything
straight
around
down
here,
there.
Rook.
Huh?
You got everything here.
You got to earn everything over here, even the Kansas City barbecue.
Yeah.
Yo, how bad is it that you go from the Texas locker room, Texas Stadium, to Kansas City's locker room, Kansas City Stadium, and then once you go to practice, they show your first throw bounces off your hands over your head.
Pow.
Only to have your car stolen after said practice. It can't get no worse.
Welcome to the NFL, baby. Welcome to the NFL.
Welcome to Kansas City. Oh, man. And the funny thing is, I'm like, and this is where I'm going to hell, right? Because as soon as I heard, I said, why his car? Why not Mahomes? I mean, I forgot. Mahomes isn't even there. But, I'm thinking, all these nice cars, you take Xavier Worthy's, whatever he's driving.
I'm thinking it's
probably like a Mercedes or something like that.
Or they probably tested it like, oh, you're a rookie? I'll be taking that.
That was a senior prank and sweet home.
You know what I'm saying?
They did that. They took somebody's car, popped the clutch, and moved it.
Yeah.
Sonny Son Brian said that man Worthy got an Uber everywhere now. Shaking my head. He get in the back of the car. What? Bruh.
This is my car.
How much money you got? Why you in the back of my car? Man, come on, man. Just drive, man.
Man, just drive, man. I can run faster than you drive, bro.
I got to get to work, man.
It could be a ploy, man. They want him to earn everything so he can appreciate it more. So when he get on the field, he going to ball out.
Man.
Because he worked so hard to get here. So everything. I had to work for everything. My parking spot, my car.
The hard knocks,
my position, my locker, my
School
cleats, everything.
Everything.
He gonna get up on stage and accept the trophy for winning the Super Bowl and being the Super Bowl MVP and say, man, if they didn't steal my car when I first got here,
I would never been here. Thank you, chumps.
All of the Kia boys.
I'm about to say the Kia boys got But yeah. What else do I have?
Yep.
No, you got anything else?
So real quick, man, I had an interesting conversation at work, man. Like, we're all around the same age, you know what I'm saying? Born in the same, came in the same era.
Junie, shut up.
So I don't know about.
He was about to say it. I was thinking it.
I don't know about y'all, but like every once in a while, like we'll have nostalgic moments, man. And like one nostalgic moment for me was the Reebok pumps.
The D Browns?
Bro, when I was a little kid, back when we were little, these sneakers was 150 back then.
Were they?
Yeah. So
I had the Spalding pumps. I don't know.
Mom's was not shelling out $150 back then, bro. It's not happening. So when I got older, I'm like, man, I always wanted these sneakers, man. So I was in a mood and I just bought a whole bunch of Reebok pumps. Yeah. I even got the Shaq came out with the 25th anniversary edition, and I got them joints, the Superman joints.
Yo, my knees is not. I feel like that's expensive. I smelled the money as he said that.
Man, so the guy I was talking at work, he brought up, I don't know if y'all remember this. Y'all remember McDonald's going to get the Happy Meals, and they had the Transformers. Remember the Transformer toys?
Yes.
They had like the French fry.
I got the French fry one. Yep.
That thing was a Grimace that transformed.
Yeah. So like he was just saying, like, you know, his mom, he went to his mom's basement, his attic, and she had all these keepsakes from like his childhood. And then, like his thing is now like he's back in the trading cards. So football cards, basketball cards, baseball cards. Like I had a bunch of. That's a matter of fact, when I started watching football, it was because I had all these cards, and I had some nice cards. But my sister fleeced me though. I had a Deion Sanders rookie card, bro. I ain't know nothing about Deion. Like I knew he played, but I was a Bills fan. So my sister came and she fleeced me. She was like, "Well, yo, what you want for that card?" Now, mind you, I wasn't completely ignorant because I'm like, why out of all these cards do she want this one? What's special about this card? And I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking about it, but I wasn't smart enough to put two and two together. So I'm like, he ain't a Bills. I know his name, but yeah, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? I had mad good cards, but
wait, did he have the Jerry curl on the card?
Huh?
He had the curl on the card?
He had the helmet was on. So,
oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
But
if you had the curl, it was worth a lot of money.
Yeah, man. So I was just wondering, like, was there any nostalgic moments that y'all do that brings y'all back to your childhood? Or
Absolutely.
Like I know, like I had a conversation with a while ago. Remember when we went back and we got like the old Sega Genesis?
Yeah.
To play them games that we missed? You still got it?
Still got that joint.
Is there anything that y'all guys do that's like nostalgia that reminds you of your childhood that like it comes into like now?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just gonna sound weird, but it has to do with Sega. And obviously, I came with basketball. Man, to this day, I bought Ken this thing called the Pandora box. It was an emulator. You know, it's a higher price emulator. It has like the Segas and Nintendos, some PlayStation stuff like that on there. It's like 300 or 400 games on it. Yeah. And I'm like, let me get that. Let me play that Bull versus Blazers.
Oh my God, I knew it.
Man, I mean, it's so bad. But it's just like I remember being, you know, 8. What's he? As a matter of fact, I was telling T the other day because we were at the Boulevard Mall. Obviously, there's nothing there anymore. But my mom bought me Bull versus Lakers from that game store that was in there. Wow. And I'm recanting this in my head. I'm going as far as to say I remember, you know, my aunt and uncle were like, yo, y'all can come over to eat, and I really wanted to play my game. So I'm like, man, my uncle was like, the one I go to the football game. He was like, tell him to bring his Sega. I'll play with him. I'm like, yo, bet. So I'm playing this game, and you know, I got Horace Grant, I got Jordan, and you know, on Bulls versus Lakers and Bulls, they had the spots where they did the special move.
Yeah,
they only dribble with one hand. 6'10" and 6'9" was like this much of a difference. And some people had boxes, you had the round cut or you had the ball. That was it.
Yeah.
But when to this day I pull it out and I'll be playing it, and that little weird tomahawk dunk thing, that animation. Man, I feel like in Living Colors coming on in about 2 hours again. I feel like I got the cross colors on again.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, it takes you back. Man. Be quiet over there.
We got a few comments. Roy said if Xavier Worthy was driving a 2010 Corolla like me, nobody would steal it.
True.
3 words, my man. No car payments. Keep that going, bro.
True.
Nick,
and also I wanted to say whoever it was that said they just found us, the 2 people.
Yes, that was Jay Osgood.
I wanted to go into just say, as you'll tell throughout the episode, we read almost all the comments and talk to everybody that comments. So by far, just go ahead and say what you want to say. If we can, we'll get to it, and we'll try.
For sure. Nick, what's going on, man? He is in Jacksonville. Welcome to the show, man. You now part of the family, just like J. Osgood is. You have commented, and you are cemented. That's
You're in there.
You can't
Sorry.
escape. All right.
Yep.
Definitely, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Do all the
Share,
razzle dazzle. Hit the bell
Right.
because we fooled some of you guys on Tuesday. We did an impromptu show from our homes when they signed MVS.
Oh,
we never
man.
did it before. Aramis played the music like 4 times, but it's all right.
Yeah, it was bad.
No, it
My
wasn't.
lighting was bad. It was bad.
No, it was. You know what? I think for us, that's something we can hit because
we can tweet that.
It was fun.
No doubt. No, it definitely was fun. And we will get Mac on with us next
Yes, we
time.
will.
We will make sure he's available.
Yeah.
Even if we got to pay his bills.
I'll go to his house. We can ride around and
You know what I'm saying? We got like 2 or 3 more. Thank you, Nick. He said he subscribed. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Zuzu says, I'm sorry. No, I skipped over Roy. Roy said, I had a Joe Ferguson rookie card. What happened to it, man? You know,
his sister asked how much they wanted for it.
Family members is
fleeced
devious,
him.
man.
Yo, I kid you not. I have not heard the word fleeced more than I have talking about Xavier Worthy. It's like when you buy a car and then you notice everybody's got the same car. Like, it's
Like,
just,
Sam, you said this was a designer original.
You know what I'm
This ain't no Gordon Gartrell.
I thought that's what I was getting. All right, so Zuzu says, reminds me of when I traded a Michael Jordan hologram.
Yo, that's gotta hurt.
For a couple Charles Barkley cards because I loved Barkley.
Yo.
I mean, if you love Barkley, I can't fault you for that.
No, that's gotta hurt.
Yo,
But man, an MJ Hollow, man.
listen, people like, yo, and it be your own family, like, yo,
Your own
bro,
people.
You ain't scoring at all.
He hurt.
as
It be
a
your own
kid,
people.
like, again, I knew these players, but I was all about the Bills players. Like, give me my Andre Reese, my Thurmans, my Bruce.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I care about. So I had these dudes. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I was like, these are my guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, and they older, too. Like, oh, yeah. What you want for that? I'll give you 2 Buffalo Bills cards for that. Oh, yeah, all day. And then you get older, you be like, yo. Fleece me,
They
man.
got me. That's right.
And you know what? To answer your question, nostalgia. You know how Will Smith said the smell of a barbecue spark up nostalgia?
Yeah.
The sound
in
of
probably the best song ever. It's my
Yo.
his
song of all
favorite,
time.
his
Yo.
best
It's
song
my
by
favorite
far.
song.
Yo, that
But for
any
me,
era, bro, you can play that song.
Yeah, right,
Any
right.
era. Right now, that joint still
It
bang.
always works.
Still bang.
but for me, if you put Round Ball Rock on, it's over with.
Round ball rock.
You know Round Ball Rock.
What's Round Ball Rock?
Talk, I'll play it. Just so you,
Uh-oh.
actually, I won't play it. But
So-
it's I forgot. It might get copywritten.
So you mentioned Bills versus Blazers. Mine was arch rivals.
I played that in arcade.
Oh yes.
That was arcade.
Yes.
At,
Remember
at
when you
Major
could punch
Magic.
'em?
Yo,
Major
I used
Magic.
to go to Gloria J and play that on the arcade.
They had it there.
Yo,
Yeah.
I didn't know they
yo,
had an arcade.
you could be able
Well,
to.
I mean, it was just that one arcade game.
I
But
didn't
it was,
know this. I was always upstairs.
Yo,
That's probably why.
yo,
Yeah,
arch,
no. I didn't go to Lighted School.
That was my game, man. Because my sister, again, like all my gaming, I started with my sister. Like she was a gamer, so like arch rivals where you could punch people and you could put their pants
Put their
down.
pants down. Slip
Bro,
on the
that was
soda.
the game, dude. And I always played the dude with the mohawk.
Oh yeah, you had to.
He played the ball headed dude, and we would go at it for hours.
Yeah.
That's actually on that emulator too. Arch Rivals.
Is it?
Yeah.
Man, next best thing after that was what for Genesis NBA Jam.
NBA
Where you could throw the
Jam.
bowls.
Boom shakalaka.
He's on fire.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Round Ball Rock. I'll do this. I don't think it'll get copyrighted.
That's the official name?
Yeah.
I did not know
Giant
that.
Tesh.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Round Ball Rock. Giant Tesh.
Wow.
And sometime I just put it on. And I will watch like old basketball games because I remember laying on my stomach watching the TV. The floor model TV.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? No? Okay.
Oh man, Roy bringing out my game. All right, so real quick because I want to get to Roy's comments. So Sunny Son Brian says, I had Kobe's rookie card that was the most expensive one, and and damn older brother took it and traded with his friend. I was pissed back then, and even more pissed now.
He's not invited to the barbecue.
Bro, your own family. You see how family do you when you young and you don't know better?
Validated your point. You're right.
You see how they do you? Cousins, brothers, sisters. Come up off of that, man. You don't need that.
My mom's still mad at me for letting my cousin use her decap attack. I never got it back. Yeah.
Jeez.
This is 30 years ago. She still talks about it.
You still talking
You
about
took my game out the house. Sorry, Mom.
So you was like 30 back then.
Yeah, I
right?
was about 30.
Roy says,
Ryan about to get you, boy.
Roy says, I'm still putting flyers on windshields to get the word out about your. Oh man, wow, thank you, man. I mean,
Can you finish it? What are you doing? What?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. He said, I'm still. I know. I totally didn't finish it.
I want to be excited too.
He said, I'm still putting flyers on windshields to get the word out about your YouTube channel.
Oh man,
That's amazing, man. I mean, if you're joking, that's really, really funny. But if you are seriously doing that, man,
no, I mean, honestly,
seriously.
yeah. Like I said, this is enough for me. Like, just the fact that we're getting these many comments, this is all I can ask for.
Yeah.
After this, I'm not really watching the shows back to get the views up. I'm not liking the shows like I used to because I'm having fun while we're doing the show. Right. So once I leave here and go to work, and I work for 28 hours as I usually do for no reason, I think about the fun I had in these 2.5 hours or so that we do this show. So I appreciate you guys more than you know.
Man. Loving it. All right. So Sunny Sun Brian writes in, double dribble was the shit.
Yo, remember?
Double dribble.
Remember that had the original fadeaway.
Remember double dribble?
The original fadeaway. Because it was like when you shot, there was no staying in one spot. So like if you were running and you shot, like you would just slide right on past.
Yep.
And then if you were running to the basket and hit the shoot button, it went to this weird wonky cut scene of a dunk.
Wasn't Live 95 the same way?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no. It went to it was the same, that kind of, but I'm talking about that cut scene.
Yeah.
It's known for the cut scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
You I've never seen anything like it. And I mean double dribble was the truth.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
You remember you remember the Tecmo Bowl, like you made a sack that had that stupid
Oh yeah.
The cut scene.
I know. With like the anime stuff in the background going like 95 miles an hour. You're like, what are we doing? And we thought it was hot. Like, yo, it don't get no better.
You do dudes, blink it.
Yep. Yeah. As a ref movie, he's like, it don't get no better. These graphics are top notch. You look at it now, like, yo, this is dog poop.
Dude, music and video games, bro. Like we had the stereo blaster or the I forgot the word, Master Blaster, whatever.
Yep,
we had
Master
stereo and playing Nintendo and Sega, bro. Like that was my childhood, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Roy Collins says Madden 95 on Sega Genesis. Yes.
Was that the one where Matt was like, boom, pow?
Yes.
You know how many people got injured after a touchdown because I kept doing that until the screen changed?
Yo, the spin move on that game was undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
That was on
as soon as you
93.
That was lethal.
93.
Right. That was not 93?
93 was the spin move was ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the one where like it was no speed burst, no nothing. You just keep hitting B. Keep hitting B. The whole team just bounces off you and you take off.
Oh man! All right, and then Roy said he's only half joking. Hey, then it's half funny and half thank you.
Right?
No,
it's half funny, but all the way thank you because man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, let's see. For no other reason, I'm tired and things are just funnier to me right now. I was listening to Locked On Bills and Joe Marino. His take on comeback player of the year was just hysterical to me. He said, "I know it's a touchy subject. This time last year, Lamar Hamlin was a minus 250 to win the comeback player of the year. Lamar was negative 1,800 to win it." He said, Lamar Hamlin came back from the most unfathomable situation in NFL history. Figured as long as he made the team, he was a shoo-in. He said he loses to Joe Flacco, who plays 5 games and threw up a bunch of YOLO balls in the season. I was like, YOLO ball?
What kind of luck do you have to have for you to die, come back to life?
Right.
Come back
to life.
To the NFL.
Yes.
And actually make the team.
Yeah.
And actually dress a couple of times.
Dress a couple of times, right? And you going through this whole season like, I know I'm getting comeback player of the year.
There's nobody can beat this.
Here comes 44-year-old Joe Flacco, 42-year-old Joe Flacco throwing the ball all over you. He was balling. You can't. I mean, yes, YOLO balls left and right, but I mean, he was balling. He had nothing to lose.
He took him to the playoffs, man.
Right.
He took him to the playoffs.
A 44-year-old dude off the couch came in. I got this. I can still do it. I can
still
sling it.
Then why wasn't AJ Klein come back player of the year? He was in the RV going to Key Largo. He was already there. He turned the whole joint around and Winnebago had to come back to Buffalo to play in the playoffs.
Wow.
And let's see.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Roy says, I do promote the show in the comment section of other creator shows I watch. I'm trying.
Hey, Roy, you know what?
Big ups, man.
We need 100 of you, my man. You are great. Thank you so much.
And actually, yeah, I saw OLI in the comments when I talked to him a little bit, but yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, it's just a blessing. It's a blessing from where we were almost a year ago to now.
Yeah.
Lastly, I wanted to talk about it last week, but we didn't get a chance to because we have so much stuff going on. Josh Allen's contract, now that Jared Goff just got a 4-year, $212 million extension, making him the number 2 paid quarterback in the league. Josh Allen is now number 10, and Patrick Mahomes' number is tied for – no, Josh Allen is 9, and Patrick Mahomes tied for 7th. So, yeah, Joe Burrow's is number 1, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson – a couple of the jobbers. Well, they're not jobbers, but now what's going to happen when Brock Purdy gets his deal? What's going to happen when Tua gets his deal?
This is out of control.
The one thing that I will say that I think the quarterbacks will do, like the Mahomes, the Bradys, and the Allens, they don't necessarily need to be the highest paid, right? To me, I believe that they want to still stay with the team, and they rather win the championship than to get to get the big contract. But that's just my perspective. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. When I look at those caliber players, they rather like, okay, I know I'm good, but like we kind of struggle. We need help. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna get mine eventually. So I can see them like giving us deals. We still got to pay them mad money, but they don't need. I don't think they need top dollar. You know what I mean?
I think we just got lucky with who we got.
Yeah.
Because Josh Allen has zero ego, almost to a fault.
Right.
I mean, when you're talking, if I'm Josh Allen,
yeah,
and I see this. I see Kyler Murray's up there. I see Kirk Cousins is up there. I see Dak is right behind me. Daniel Jones is right behind me. Matt Stafford is right behind me.
Dude, Daniel Jones is 2 spots behind.
Bro.
Actually, he's tied for 10th.
Yeah, he's tied for 10th. One slide below.
That is crazy to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And our guy.
In the NFL. Now, I'm not saying he's trash.
I'll say it.
But an NFL caliber quarterback, a starting NFL caliber quarterback, and he's up there that much getting paid? Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's 1, Jared Goff's 2, Justin Herbert's 3, Lamar Jackson's 4, Jalen Hurts 5, Kyler Murray 6, Patrick Mahomes and Kirk Cousins 7, Josh Allen 9, Dak Prescott 10. But you got to remember, next year you got guys like Tua coming up. He's gonna get a bag.
Dude, I think which is better than Daniel Jones.
Who?
Geno Smith.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Geno Smith is old now, so it's like he's a journeyman, and he was on a team that actually had talent. Yeah. Daniel Jones was lucky enough to be in it with a coach that was in flux and getting fired and had nobody around him. They had to do something.
Wow.
He had the team by the caboodles.
So let me ask y'all this: are we witnessing the beginning of the transition for the league going back to bell cow running backs?
Let me ask you this counter question. Explain to me how, because I like the thought, but how do you do it?
Well, there's been talk and consideration about how much the wide receivers in the league are making, top wide receivers, right?
Yes.
They're up over 25, and Justin Jefferson's probably going to hit 30 million, right? I mean, with what quarterbacks are getting paid, the league itself cannot afford to try to cap what quarterbacks make, right? Because they're just too invaluable. They're too important to what a franchise can do, you know, in the success that they have and all that kind of stuff, right? So their money's not going to go anywhere. But if you start transitioning everything back to bringing more importance to your run game, bringing more importance to your offensive line, you know what I'm saying? Those salaries are already much lower than they would have been had the arc that they were on continued up to this point, like wide receivers' arcs and quarterbacks' arcs did.
So how does that look when you talk about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was saying, how does that look when you talk about a league that is catered towards passing? You know, if you got all these rules that cater to the passing game, and you got these small shifty running backs now. I'm just concerned about James Cook being a bell cow. I'm concerned about Austin Eckler or somebody like that being a bell cow.
Right, and I think those guys are going to end up needing to get phased out. Just they might become third down guys. I mean, honestly, as much as I don't want this, I think schematically it's actually a better fit to start Ryan Davis and have Ty Johnson backing him up if this team is really trying to be run first, because you need a guy that can pound the defense and handle the pounding at the same time, and you need him to be able to do that consistently throughout the game, not just for a spell here and there. If you're gonna swap out him and James Cook, those are two different style runners. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But back to my initial point, because I can go down that rabbit trail another time. But I think the transition has to start with what the Jets have done and getting 3 big backs in the door, right? The Ravens, they had Gus Edwards there. They brought in Derrick Henry, 2 big backs. You know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley, a bigger back, went to the Eagles so that they can run it down people's throats and they don't have to worry about their guy getting hurt or nothing like that. So there's this influx of bigger running backs coming up, through the college ranks now that are making these teams. And I mean, we saw it. Matter of fact, we talked about this last episode. The transition between defenses that were playing 3-4 and 4-3, or defenses that were quick and fast and small, like the Falcons defense used to be, to back to what Belichick was doing with his defense early on in like the early 2000s, where he had Willie McGinnis, massive 6'5", 270 pound outside linebacker. Like, there's always going to be this ebb and flow between value and what works and how teams can or how franchises can build their teams. But what's the alternative to going back to valuing the running back higher, paying a wide receiver $30 million?
I don't think it's ever going to be back like it used to be. Reasons being, number one, you're spending so much money on your wide receivers and quarterbacks, right? Secondly, back in the day, we had those bell cow running backs. You didn't know who their backups was. Who's Barry Sanders' backup? I don't know. Emmitt Smith. Like, those guys, they were on the field all the time.
Right.
Now you got, key point,
You know
Derrick
about
Henry.
Franklin Two-Time Thomas?
Derrick Henry. He's out there. Third down, he coming off.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Those dudes, they didn't come off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now, like you said, they're building 2-man, 3-man backfields. So I don't think they'll ever get that predominantly. We're gonna bring it back to the run game where it's one bell cow who's the guy. I think they're just gonna make a run by committee system, and they're gonna hit you with thunder, lightning, pass catcher, running backs. Like, they're going to have different running backs for different situations. You got your goal line guys. You got your first and second guys. You got your receiving backs. Now, what could tip the scales, though, is more Christian McCaffreys, more Saquon Barkleys, more guys who can do those things.
Do all three.
Because look at Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Beast. Why? Because he can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Other point, look at the rushing touchdowns versus, you got quarterbacks who getting more rushing touchdowns than running backs.
Do you? What?
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't think it'll ever go back to where it originally was, where basically you look at all those good teams, they had phenomenal running backs. The quarterbacks was good, but it was about that running back and that defense. That's what it was about. Now, wide receiver and quarterback.
Yeah, I think the defense is the easy to fix. Like we talked about, I think they can flip back and forth because you lose nothing, i.e. Von Miller, Micah Parsons, people like that. No, the reason why I say that is because they both, Khalil Mack, they can play with their hand in the dirt or in a 2-point stance. Mm-hmm. That's why they came up with the odd front, even front. So they don't even say 3-4, 4-3 anymore. It just depends on whether the guy's on the line or not.
Right.
They standing or not. They got rid of 3-4, 4-3. I mean, people, I know you really don't like the fact that they stand nickel, but evidently that's what most teams are starting to do. But that's all predicated on the offense. My question is, how do you get a Shedeur Sanders to come to the league now and say, you know what, you're not going to make as much as even Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to make that because we're going to the wide receiver. We're going to the running back, stuff like that.
They basically, and the other part of this too is, there's conversations that get had in the owners room.
Oh, sure.
When they meet every year, I'm sure they've already discussed what's going on with these wide receivers and the pay scale and all that kind of stuff. What it really came down to with the running backs was Le'Veon Bell's situation. The Steelers stood their ground. Yeah. We're not going to pay you this. I think he wanted over $10 million a year that year or something like that, which was like the highest, and it would have been the highest in the league or something like that.
He was definitely deserving of it. He was
absolutely.
Hands down the best running back.
He did everything.
Case in point, like he was the guy.
Right. So I think he what could happen is, and I don't think this will happen to Justin Jefferson, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did, because at the time Le'Veon Bell was the biggest name in running backs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there might be a team that decides to just stand up and say, "Look, we're not paying you guys what we used to pay you anymore."
Yeah. I tell you what, KC is kind of doing it.
Yeah, because they traded Tyreek Hill. They got him out.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're kind of doing it.
I could see that. I could see. But see, the wide receiver room, that's easier for me to fix. I'm looking at. I mean, I'm not gonna. We got the more presence to talk about what the show is actually about. But
right,
I think for me is just thinking, how do you Josh Allen? We'll just say Josh Allen contract comes up. We'll just say he's turning 29 his contract season.
Yeah.
You just had a $250 million. We're not giving you that this time. We're going to give you 175 because we're trying to reverse the market. How does that conversation go?
Right.
That's where my mind is, because we talked about it. I think we actually not argued. We disputed it a bit early on in the show's life about what was it about? It had something to do with taking the owner side versus the player side. I forget who the player was we were talking about, but it was in terms of how they should get paid versus how they should, whatever. And I'm sitting here thinking now, I'm like, how do you go in there and tell a guy that, the top of his game, I know you're top of the game, but we're not paying those contracts anymore.
Right.
That's a hell of a precedent to set.
The only way it'll work is, one, they'll have to prove they can win in another capacity, and the league is going to have to adapt. Yeah. Other than that, it's not. But I do see what A's saying. They're not going to let this keep going on.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not going to keep going on. It's going to stop at some point.
Yeah.
They're going to have to go to guaranteed contracts or somewhere like NBA.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to have to.
Or
you know how much that's going to handicap rosters?
Or they can go to the what's the baseball player? The Ohtani route.
Which is what?
No, we're not doing that, Mel.
Key, bro. That's the best scenario for the owners and the players.
Why? What was his contract?
So his contract, I forgot. It was stupid contract. But here's what it is.
And he still gambled his money.
Here's what it is. Let's just say, for example, let's say Josh Allen. Let's say, you know what, Josh, Josh says, I want $400 million.
Okay.
But 10 years, $400 million.
Okay.
Was it so one first year, the 9 years, you pay me $1 million. The last year of my contract, you give me all of it at the end.
Yeah.
Now think about it. As a player, that's guaranteed money. You getting it. As a franchise, as an owner, you mean to tell me I got all this time to pay you this guap? Yeah, I'll do that. Why wouldn't they?
But wait.
How does that work under a salary cap? That's,
like the entire contract would have to be guaranteed in order for that to be worth it for the player.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ohtani did that. Mm-hmm. He's only getting paid, I think, like $1 million or $2 million
like $2
per
million.
season until that last year where he gets all his bread.
But what if he gets hurt? Like, that's such a risk.
Or you could do the Bobby Bonilla thing and pay him for 37 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying if I'm
Josh Allen signs a 42-year extension,
a lifetime contract.
If I'm an owner, and you mean to tell me I got this much time to pay you this money?
Oh yeah.
And as a player,
right?
You know when you're done and you're old and you got all this money to bank on. To me, it's a win-win for both player and organization. I don't know if it ever happened, but
to do that, you got to get rid of the salary cap. That you got to do. Because if you have Josh Allen getting a $500 million at the end of his contract, and say we kept Steph Diggs, and say Steph Diggs, we're going to give you a $300 million contract at the end, and they're done at the same time. That's $700 million for two players. at the end of their contract against the salary cap. Now, by your logic, yeah, it works because baseball doesn't have a salary cap, and you can save.
Right.
I got to put it. I'm putting in this bucket waiting for it to be done, which is fine.
Yeah.
But that also screws small market teams like Buffalo. So it unlevels the playing field. So it's a slippery slope, man. I think about this all the time. Like, how do they fix this mess? Because I think we talked about how do you fix this salary cap mess that they have? Because these numbers these are out of control.
What if you get rid of it like they did back in the day?
Get rid of the salary cap?
Back in the 90s, there was no salary cap.
By Buffalo.
You think
Right.
by Buffalo?
Yeah.
But think about it. Back then, those teams were juggernauts.
Yeah,
I know.
but baseball now is what the NFL would become with no salary cap.
Right.
But I'm saying in the 90s, the Bills were a juggernaut. Cowboys were a juggernaut. Steelers were a juggernaut. San Francisco was a juggernaut.
Yeah, right, but there was no free agency back then
Right.
either.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
the guys
That's
you
true.
got,
That's
that
Yeah.
nobody.
Could you imagine?
supposed-
Yeah. Could you imagine Justin Jefferson and all these cats over there?
For real.
Like, forget it. I'm like, I would boycott the draft. I'm going where? Excuse me. What division? I'm not going there. Nope,
Yeah, because
not doing it.
then you kind of stuck.
Yeah, you done. I'm not going to that division.
But on the caveat, you can pretty much guarantee your contract.
I'd be the dude getting paid to take knees and ankles out. I just take that contract. Just pay me. I hurt whoever I got to hurt so y'all can have a chance at winning.
Oh, Roy, you'll love this. Okay, so we got a bunch of comments. I'm gonna try to get to the ones that won't create a super long conversation because I know we got a lot to get to in a little bit of time. But really quick, Roy writes in, I don't watch the NBA, but curious if y'all know how QB contracts compare to the top basketball players. I got 2 dudes in here that know that. So how does it compare?
That'll be the Supermax deals, right?
Supermax deals. Junior, you want this one?
How
do quarterback
I don't know
contracts?
if he knows how quarterback contracts work though. Okay, so
Well, they don't. It's completely different. That's all I can say because there's a formula. There's a formula that you have to achieve to get a Supermax deal. So it's basically based on loyalty. It's based on longevity, your bird years, which are years you have in the league with accrued games and seasons, to even qualify for a Supermax, which is like a Steph Curry or Steph Curry. Who else is on Supermax, Junie?
Ain't Giannis still on the Supermax?
Giannis. He's not?
Middleton, Jalen Brown. Wait, you talking about players or just coaches?
no players that have a supermax deal right now.
Players, Middleton, Jalen Brown, Curry. Yeah, that's about it.
I can tell you. You look at like a Jokic or something like that. I'll just pull up. I'll pull up Steph Curry and the percentage of the team contract because you got to remember too they only roster 12 players.
Right.
Okay.
So Steph Curry's cap hit this year is $55.7 million. He's 39% of the cap. Okay. But the thing about that is they have a luxury tax to pay as well. Luxury tax if you go over the salary cap. You can still spend money on players, but you have to pay a percentage of the difference between the cap. They have a higher cap and a soft cap.
It's the same thing in baseball.
It's ridiculous. They have mid-level exceptions, which allows you to sign qualified players above and beyond as the salary cap. So the NBA salary cap and NFL salary cap is a completely different run.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Completely different run. So
It's actually so. From what I know of all this, and even what I'm seeing now, it's technically better with the NFL quarterback contracts. I know those contracts seem astronomical, but for it, like in terms of friendliness to the team and the owner's pockets, it hands down is it's the quarterback contract versus your supermax player.
Yeah, NBA contracts are guaranteed, NFL contracts are not. So,
Right.
I mean, you hear Josh Allen or whoever or Pat Mahomes $508 million over 6 years or whatever it is, and then you realize you really want to look at the guaranteed money. And that's kind of what we were talking about with MVS. The guaranteed money is what you want to look at when you're talking about how much they really count towards this team's cap. And NBA, if they say they make $55 million, they make $55 million.
Right.
There's no taking away. You know.
That's the thing I like about the basketball contracts. Whatever they say, that's what they get.
Hurt or not, that's it.
All right, so Dorothy Hunter writes in and says 2 Chiefs linemen were arrested for possession yesterday. If the Chiefs cut them, are we going to get them? LOL.
Depends.
Right.
Depends on the price.
Well, possession of what?
It don't matter. Why does that matter? Why you in their business? They got lawyers.
I
Let
mean,
them
they got
handle
look.
that.
It's up to Bean.
It's
You know,
up to-
Bean and
I
McDermott
mean-
like, ooh, possession of, was it playing cards? Possession of, was it milk? What did they have?
Says
No.
you were in possession here of 2,000 rubber chickons.
Right.
What were you
Explain
planning
that.
on doing with those?
That's hilarious. Bring him on.
Right. Exactly.
I love the cut of his jib.
All right. Sunny Son Brian says the wifey was asking me what I was watching, and I showed her, so she's now a subscriber, fellas. Go.
All right, Mrs. Sunny Sun Brian.
Go.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's get the little Sunny Sun
Oh wait,
Brian.
no, here she is right here. So okay, Jess Roberts, welcome to the show. Thank you for
Welcome.
subscribing. She says he just wants me to subscribe here so I won't get mad when he's gone and sees him watching your podcast. But I can't get mad at him because I love the Bills.
Hey,
Nice.
I'm
welcome
thankful
aboard.
for that.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, thank you. You're part of the family now too.
So I'm coming to the cookout.
Good point by outside looking in. He says without good fullbacks, running backs will suffer.
I was going to bring that up as well, but
That is very true.
the rebirth of fullback would be hilarious. Can we get the full cage, the half cage face
We'd
mask
be
too?
so far ahead of the curve because we've never lost one for as long as we've been
We
alive.
got Reggie Gilliam.
Dude, I liked the fullbacks back in the day.
I like Jerome Felton. That was
Mike
my guy.
Allstott,
Mike
Larry
Allstott.
Centers.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else did we have?
Jerome
we
Felton.
We had Larry Centers. We didn't have Mike Allstott.
Don't forget about Felton, the guy who was in front of the Sean
Oh,
McCoy.
that's right,
Oh,
Damon
yeah.
Felton. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the only fullbacks I can name.
Don't forget
Daryl
about
Johnson,
Moose Johnston.
Moose.
Oh, Darren,
The
that's
Moose?
right. I forgot
Don't
about
forget about the
Moose.
Moose.
Back in the day, you want to go real back. Remember Tom Rathman from the
Yep.
for 49ers?
Oh, you got me beat there. I
Now,
can't go back.
now, who was the original hybrid? The Nigerian Nightmare, Christian
Christian
Okoye.
Okoye.
Wow.
The Nigerian Nightmare.
Yeah. All right. So Steve writes in. Let me see. You want to tell someone they're not getting that money? You tell a scrub like Tua, not JA-17. Solution is to count QB salaries separate. That I think teams actually kind of do that in a way.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It would make the most sense.
I think that's what Beans did. What he means when he says we got a number.
Yeah.
They got an allocation. They got a percentage, and it usually doesn't make any sense, but at least they try.
Yeah. Here's a good point by outside looking in. He says you can bankrupt a team that way. It happened to the Rangers with A-Rod. Like in terms of like the Otani contract and stuff like that. Or
Cool.
Actually, at the who's the dude you mentioned? That got the Mets contract.
Oh, Bonilla, Bobby
yeah,
Bonilla.
Yeah.
That was a great contract. It still is because it still exists.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Who?
Roy says Sam Gash. That was my boy when he was on the
Sam
team.
Gash?
Man. Sam Gash, yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Gash was a beast.
What about Derek Holmes?
Derek Holmes. Oh, Mr. Arm Swing.
Yeah.
That man couldn't change direction to save his life without swinging that arm.
What?
Oh, go watch his tape. Anytime he tried to make a cut back, like he always had his arm like doing like this here, like he was like trying. I don't know. I can't
He was
explain.
getting momentum.
Yeah, well, minimum's going. Oh, I don't like that Wilbur. I don't like it, Wilbur.
I got to turn the corner.
Roy says Plan B free agency was a lot different than free agency today. I think he's talking about like when. Wait, Plan B free agency.
Yeah, I think the second. I think second level.
Second level?
Maybe the second level free agency. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Tell us what you mean, Roy. Laura writes in, it'll be interesting to see what banning the hip drop tackle will do. It may make it more advantageous for reviving bell cow running backs that are hard to bring down.
No, it's going to
Yes.
it's going to produce
See,
men.
now you're on the right track.
It's going to produce men again.
Huh?
It's going to produce men and gang tackling again.
Men
It's going to
again.
produce. This is the thing, Laura. If you look at how they tackle today, they don't wrap.
Yep.
They don't. The hip drop tackle is not that big of a deal. It's really not. I mean, it's something that lazy guys or scared guys do.
Yep.
It's not something that football players are ever taught to do. It's guys that I don't want to get hit. I don't want contact. I don't want my pads to pop.
Right.
I'm gonna grab him and try to ride him down.
Yep.
So, and you can still do that. But the thing is, what you can't do now is you can't grab him and swing your legs around and try to pull him down on.
Right.
You can't land on the back of his legs.
Right.
That's the hip. You can still hip drop, but what they were doing was swinging around in a momentum for the offensive ball carrier. He can't compensate for the weight shift.
Yep.
So it's a lot like the horse collar, but you're gonna still see hip drops. And you're gonna be like, that was. You gotta, because I read the rule verbatim how it's written, and yeah, you can still do a lot of hip dropping.
It's probably gonna be more of a dive now than a wrap up and then a hip drop.
You can or a drag like you said when I couldn't grasp your concept of how to do an ankle tackle.
Yep.
I'm like, go for the ankles.
The ankle lock.
You can't just
ankle lock
go for
submission.
the ankle.
You thinking grab the ankle
I'm like,
with your
like
hand
this.
and just hold on for dear life.
I was like,
He was like, no, that can't happen. That's hard. That's hard.
Like, why would the fact that your brain even went to people having the claws of an eagle to grab onto somebody's ankle and hold them in place so that they fall?
And y'all were in agreement. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Like, what am I missing?
That's what I'm saying.
We right here.
We got ninjas? What ninjas can do that?
I was like,
I was like, these are 200-pound guys running full speed.
You talking about going for the ankles?
You just gonna reach out at a dude running 21 miles an hour and snatch his ankles out from there 21 miles an hour.
I was like, you guys are something else. You guys are something else. I couldn't grasp it. Then I was like, oh, you can slide. Yes. That can be done.
You had that Coming to America moment. You gotta get that Jewish in there.
It took me it took me what 20 years to get that joke. I didn't realize what he said.
Oh, for real?
It took me forever to get the joke.
Wow.
Where's the spoon? What spoon?
I ain't gonna lie. The very first time I watched it, I didn't get it. But then, like the second time, I was like, "Oh."
But see, the thing is, after you watch it the first time, you just know he's like, aha, and you don't care about nothing else. You just know it's coming.
Right.
The silent laughter.
Outside looking at says A-Train was my favorite fullback. Steve says, don't forget Cardwell Gardner.
Put some respect on Cardwell. Yo, Cardwell Gardner is a legend for trying to fight Brian Cox to the bus. Legendary.
He's a guy who need to get fought, man. He used to spit on fans like he was dirty, dude.
Yeah.
They did him dirty too.
With the little neck roll.
They did him dirty too. I went to a Miami game when I was little. Yeah. Man, they got that dude good with some snowballs. He hated Buffalo the way Buffalo hated him. But when his son played here, he did have real things to say about Buffalo. So I never hated him because I was too young.
Outside looking at it said Cox sucks. That's some real Bill Standard. I can't oppose that. He was good but trash at the same time. Okay, so Roy clarified. He said Plan B free agency was something employed back in the late 80s and early 90s. Only lasted 4 or 5 years. Bad for the players. We got to look that up. That's kind of interesting. Because I'm sure there might be some things that were derivative from that free agency to now. It'd be interesting to see the connections.
I wonder is that how Wichita got on the team. Taskers talks about how he got like kind of told he was going to Buffalo, and he didn't really know what to expect, but it kind of worked out for him.
Yeah, this is it. Plan B free agency permitted all teams in the NFL to preserve limited rights of no more than 37 total players as a season. If a player was protected Plan B free agency, he was incapable of signing with another team without providing his old team the first opportunity to sign him again. Okay. It's trash. Give me them all. Give me them all. Y'all ready to move on to the schedule?
To the schedule?
Yes.
To the schedule.
Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all on Monday because these guys are going to take the show now because, yeah.
Hey, let's do it. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm
What's
in.
your thoughts on
I'm
it?
going to get in. We going game by game or we
You
doing?
just said good night. Go to sleep.
Oh, sweet.
Yo.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Are we going week by week? How are we doing this? Are we going to do schedule predictions like we did?
Let's go week by week.
So I say go by week by week, and then at the end, I want to know what y'all win and loss record is.
Okay.
It might be faster because it's 7:40 now. You want to just do so we can go through like the ins and outs of the game, and then after we do all of that, okay, final verdict on win loss.
Gotcha.
That'll work.
Yep.
Okay, let's do that. Where is? Oh, that's what I need. I gotta pull up the schedule real quick. Okay, here we go.
I'm pulling up the schedule.
All right, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
When? Oh, I'm sorry.
Win. Week 1.
Win. Oh, not yet.
9/8/24.
That's my daughter's birthday.
And it's my anniversary.
What?
Yes.
Your anniversary's on Tina's birthday? That's what's up.
Yep, we got married 9/8/12.
No, Tina's birthday's on his anniversary. Christina's selfish. She could have waited a day. She knows this.
She had to come out.
We'll do like Caitlin's family does. We'll just separate both at the same time.
That's it.
All right, so Cardinals at Bills. This should be a no-brainer.
How are we going
Listen,
about this?
I will say this.
Oh, no, you're not. Because I got to come back.
It's an outlier.
Mm-hmm. Why? Hey, watch this. Why?
I'm telling you. Why?
Mm-hmm. Say it.
It's the first season of the game. Everybody, they not running full steam yet.
Mm-hmm.
So anything can happen on week 1 games.
Okay.
With any team. I'm not, it's not just with the Bills. Anybody. From the KC down to the Lions, like that first game, I don't really go too much with the first game. A lot of people get pissed off with the first game. Well, we're gonna suck this year, just like the dude from Waterboy. Oh, we suck again, right? First game is an outlier. You can't go by the first game, so it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's an easy game, but it's a possibility we might could lose that game. But
why?
It's at home. I'll give the Bills the benefit of the doubt because it's at home.
People
at
at home
on
is
the
not
road,
saying why.
I'm like, I don't know.
There's only one reason why.
Why?
Why, Mel? Who they draft?
How dare you? How dare you?
I was waiting for it. I'm like, he ain't getting it. He ain't picking what I'm putting down.
He's gonna suck.
So it's a win. There you go.
Right.
That's it. Right there.
Screw Marvin Harrison Jr.
I'm like, this man giving him too much credit for Marvin Harris Jr. That's the only change.
I hope everybody's dreams come true but his.
Dang.
That's somehow an AO moment too. That's somehow an AO moment. I don't know how.
That would be hilarious if the whole Cardinals team played good and he had a terrible game and they just lost because he dropped a catch that would have won it for him.
He became a bust in that first game. His confidence is so shaken against Rasul Douglas that he can't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll say the Bills win, but it's going to be a little shaky his first game.
All right. Week 2.
That's going to be a good game.
Win.
Allen owns the Dolphins.
He does own the Dolphins.
We lost in Miami.
But before we just decide, it's week 2.
Mm-hmm.
We played the Dolphins in week 4 last year. We had 3 weeks worth of tape to watch what they were doing with the motions that they were doing, right? But before they played us, that little wrinkle that they put into that offense from the year before was destroying teams, right? We had 3 weeks worth of tape. What was it, week 4? I think, it was week 4, right? Did we play the Dolphins?
Yeah,
You're talking about the hot game.
Now,
No, because last year was the first time we played the Dolphins, we blew them out.
No. First time we played the Dolphins, wasn't that last year? The Heat game?
You talking
The
about
Heat
the
game
Heat
was
game?
last year.
The Heat game.
The Heat game. Remember the Heat game?
Heat gate was last year.
Heat game was not last year. Heat gate was 2 years ago.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Last year, the first time we played them was the blowout.
That's right.
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
After they played Denver.
Yeah.
Right.
After they played Denver.
Right.
I don't care. We're still going to win.
So wait. So what was your point with that?
Well, I'm simply trying to say it's week 2. Is it possible that there's another little wrinkle that they could throw in that we might not be prepared for that might tip the scales? They are at home.
Yeah.
And it is going to be hot.
But it's a night game.
Okay, that makes a big difference.
It's a
8-15
night
game.
game.
It's
It's
an 8-15
8-15
game.
That's okay.
So
Still gonna be humid, but
right. but again,
they still gonna be sweating, but but, it'll be a little bit cooler.
yeah. If it was 1 o'clock,
Nope.
I
Still
don't know.
win.
That plus a little wrinkle on offense.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm a homer. Still win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm doing
I'm
another one.
gonna start keeping my own little record here. My predictions for this season. Where's my notepad? All right, so I got a win for the Cardinals.
All right, so
I'm sorry, guys.
You taking the Miami?
I think I might take Miami in that game.
AKT.
It's too much of a toss-up.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bills will have figured out how they're going to win games exactly at that point with all these new pieces on offense.
So but we all said win week 1, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mel, you said win on week 2?
Oh, you marking this down? Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Week 3.
Week
was that?
3 is
Jacksonville.
Jaguars at Bills. It's a
At
night
Bills?
game.
Yep. Now here's my thing. We never play good in Jacksonville. Never. Ever do we play good in Jacksonville.
Right.
How you
Right?
really feel, Mel?
However, we played them in, was it Germany or London?
London.
We lost that game too.
Right.
That's in Jacksonville.
The last time
We
we
were
played
away.
them here, it was a tight game.
So, to me, that's a toss-up. I feel better that it's in Orchard Park, but if it was in Jacksonville, I'm sorry, I got to get it to the Jags because we never play good there. Right. It's kind of like Tom Brady when he played in Miami. He never played good in Miami.
Right.
I don't know what it is about Duval, but we don't play good there.
Man, they got Gabe Davis. We winning that game. Let's go.
I was just gonna say their wide receiver core doesn't have anybody anymore that scares me against our zone coverage. I
You got
mean,
Brian Thomas Jr.
yeah, but he's a rookie. He's not gonna blow the doors off of anybody that we got.
That's true. That's
you
true.
know what I'm saying? Not in week 3.
And I think Trevor Lawrence is good, but I think he's not as good as people thought he was.
Right.
Because before a couple years ago, you would have said, "Oh, he's going to rule that division."
Right. The way he was talked about in college,
Yeah.
he's the next coming to Peyton Manning.
But guess what? You got C.J. Stroud. You got these boys. He's probably not even the best quarterback in the division right now.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, we're what? The last 5 games we played Jacksonville, we're 2-3. And
Okay.
we played in Buffalo 3 out of 5 times.
I'm giving him a win. 3-3.
So you're going Jacksonville.
Give him the dub. What you got? Dub. Ooh, the first one of the season?
I might give him that one, man.
You giving Jacksonville
I
that?
might give Jacksonville that game.
So hey, you said Jacksonville wins?
Yep.
Okay, so you said Jacksonville wins. Mel, you said Jacksonville wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Week 4.
Week 4, Bills at Ravens.
Ravens?
Easy game.
Ravens?
Easy game. Yep.
What?
Easy game.
What?
When have we ever lost to the Ravens?
Okay, he's got that one.
Whoa, bro.
When have we ever lost to the Ravens?
Yo,
With Lamar Jackson.
When have we beat the Ravens with Lamar Jackson?
Every time.
No, we beat them in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Sir, every time we play Lamar Jackson, we've won.
Can you pull up?
I
The
will
only
let the record show.
exception is the rookie year when they drafted Josh and Lamar. That was the first game of the season. And Josh didn't start the game. Peterman did, and then they demolished us.
The last 5 times we played Baltimore, we're 2-3 against Baltimore. So the last 2 we won, Baltimore won the first 3.
Nah,
won
which ones
2016 through 2016, 18, 19.
Exactly. So Josh Allen was not.
Josh Allen is
Josh Allen is
2-1. He's 2-1 against
2-2
two.
because he started here.
Oh, that's right.
You can't count that one though.
Yeah, because he
You
didn't
can't
start
count
that
that
game.
one. He didn't start that game.
I'm no.
That was Peterman. You can't start.
Right.
You can't expect him to win after he threw like 5 picks.
It wasn't like 5. He threw 5. It wasn't like. It
For
was
the
exactly
record,
5.
it was 5 exactly. It was not like.
Let the record show. You were correct, sir.
I'm saying that's a win all day long.
A win for the Bills.
Win for the Bills all day long.
You got Derrick Henry though. Like, is that not going to be a good matchup?
That defense is too good, man. That defense is too good, and now they got Derrick Henry on that team.
Derrick Henry ain't
Their wide
scaring
receivers
nobody.
are going to be better.
Torched us.
Listen.
Listen. Derrick Henry has torched us when he was with Tennessee.
No.
Did he not?
No.
All right.
He torched Josh Norman, but that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
It's
tossed
a
Josh
loss-
Norman
it's a
up,
loss for
literally.
me.
Huh?
It's a loss for me.
It's a loss for me. That's my first loss.
What?
That's my first loss, Mel. Chill out.
You was ready to give him a loss to Jacksonville. I don't hear that about the Ravens.
Hey, we don't play good with Jacksonville.
That's true. That's true. All right. Week 6, right? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5. Sorry, week 5.
The Steph
Bills.
Diggs
Revenge game.
game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Bills
can I go
at
first?
Texans.
Can I go first?
Go
Yes.
ahead.
I'm going to say it's a loss.
I got it as a loss
I'm going
too.
to say it's a loss. Mac Man says it's a win though.
It's in Houston.
I know it's in Houston.
We
Diz is
not
gonna be pissed
played
off.
that Houston team.
Diz is gonna be upset.
Oh yeah.
But I got to be different. It's a 1 o'clock game.
You don't have to be different.
It's a 1 o'clock game, and I think
It's not obligated.
I think Josh Allen and Diggs is gonna be like going at it, but I think we gonna win, man. I think Keon Coleman is gonna be like Stephon Diggs. Who?
You think Keon Coleman? Wow, that is bold. That's a hot take.
Stephon Diggs. Who?
Oh hell no! Get out of here.
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
You took it too far.
Hey,
You done took it too far.
mark that down. Keon Coleman gonna have a big game against the Texans.
Best game of the season?
He's I don't know about all that.
Put
It's
it
a
that
big
way.
game.
Out of these games, you gonna be like, yo, Keon Coleman had a good game. I'm telling you.
I mean, okay.
What's a good game?
100 yards and a touchdown.
You want to put some wings on that?
100 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Versus the Houston Texans.
Yep.
You putting wings on it?
If he's healthy,
Okay.
right?
That,
right?
Yep. Fair.
Right?
Fair.
Man, with these caveats, yes or no?
Yeah.
Because if you're not in there,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
Every
That's-
bet we've
that's
made
all,
has an
that's all.
asterisk next to it.
You gotta throw those in
Put
there.
a stand on business.
You gotta throw those
stand
in
on
there.
The bubble championship counts, okay? Bubble championships.
Keon Coleman touchdown 100 yards against the Texans.
There we go. Mark it down. Wings.
I'm gonna watch how you eat wings because I don't know about that, but I don't know if I can put any more wings in a hat. There's too many wings. I ain't eating no wings at this point.
Yeah.
All right. So you got Mac has a win.
Yep.
I have a loss. Key.
Loss.
All right. 40 Keys got a loss.
40 keys.
So wait, who got a win? You got a win,
Yep.
and you got a loss.
Screw the Texans.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Week 6. It's a night game. Man, we got a lot of night games so far, man. Jeez.
I'm taking an L.
Who is this?
Because
Yeah,
it's
Jets. Bills at
in
Jets.
MetLife. We never play good in MetLife.
Man, watch out.
We
Man,
don't play
watch
good
out.
against the Jets, period.
I think we take
The Jets always play their best against us.
Here we play good, but we always play bad in MetLife.
Man, watch out. I'm gonna put a big X right next to that. Bow. Okay.
What?
That's a big one, too. Wow.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna stand on business. Capital X that.
It's in MetLife, Key.
What?
I'm standing.
Worse.
I'm standing on business.
Okay, he 10 toes down, guys. He's 10
Yes.
toes down.
Wait, you got him winning?
Yes.
Why?
Because I do, and I can
Okay.
have that. I'm
All
running the
right.
spreadsheet.
That's
I got
good.
an L.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
You like to cut in my jib? All
your
right.
ground.
Yeah.
Stand your
Aaron's
ground.
like, yeah, okay, all right.
You
you're
right.
right.
You gonna see? I'm gonna get them wings, bro.
Oh wait, isn't that the second asterisk game?
Huh?
That's the second asterisk game. Isn't it? Oh no. It was you had it if the Jets win a division.
Yeah.
But Rodgers has to play more than 5 games.
Yes, he can't miss more than 5 games.
Can't miss more than 5
Yep.
games. Okay.
All right. Week 7.
Who was that?
That's it.
Titans at Bills.
That's it. I got Bills all day.
Yeah, that's Bills all day.
Bills all
Yeah.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
So Bills all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What's that? What'd you say, Key?
Bills. Go Bills.
All right.
Calvin really don't scare you? Nah.
Who's throwing the ball? Will Levis.
Right, exactly. Will Levis, right.
With no Derrick Henry.
I mean, I like Will Levis, but
Yeah, they had
Javon
no run
Solomon-
game. There's no way.
Javon Solomon got something for him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Who?
Javon Solomon, he got something for him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, week 8. Almost halfway through the season.
Who's that?
Bills at Seahawks.
With
That's
Geno?
all, that's
I'm
all
gonna tell you-
going to the West Coast.
I'm gonna take a loss on that one.
You gonna take a loss?
That one I'm gonna take a loss on.
It's a 1 o'clock though. I'm gonna go Bills, man.
I'm gonna say loss
No,
only
it's a
because
405. It's a 405. Yeah,
Oh, mine say 105.
they do.
105 don't make no sense.
Yeah, October 27th.
Are you
Bills
on? Are you
versus-
on? What time are you on? Are you on Pacific time? Could that make sense?
No, I'm on regular. So yeah, I got 1 o'clock p.m. for the Texans, 1 o'clock for Miami at Highmark. But that's weird because normally 1 o'clock would be 1 o'clock. It's not
That's what I'm saying.
105.
105. I'm like, is that
There's probably a
Pacific?
typo on the site.
Yeah, it probably is.
So it's at 4.
Yeah, 405.
I'm gonna go Bills, man.
Okay.
Against Geno? Yeah.
Thinking about the matchup,
And their defense ain't good. They ain't got the Legion of
actually,
no more.
so their defense is better than it was.
Last year.
Yeah, no, the year before. Because like before last year, they started to get good last year, but for the previous, I'd say 3-4 years before that, they were bad because they lost all their good players. They had no pass rush. You know
Wait
what
a
I mean?
minute.
Everybody was old.
Wait.
What?
The Jets game. Isn't that the week they come back from London?
Who do?
The Jets.
Who
The
won
Jets
in
play
London?
in London?
I think they're going to London. Let me see.
It don't matter. We still not gonna beat them in MetLife.
No, but that makes a difference.
Yeah, they
'cause
play in London.
coming
They
back
play
tired.
Minnesota in London the week before.
It's MetLife, man.
Yeah, but isn't that a short week?
Could be, but it's a night game. It's a Monday.
That's a Sunday, and then they play us. No, because they play us. It's a
Monday night.
Yeah, Monday night.
Okay, yeah. No, so that's
Yeah, so they got.
But I don't really
plenty
care.
of
It's
time to
still, I said win anyway, so I don't really care.
Stand to your guns.
I just want to throw that out there because I remember that being a thing. And also, another caveat:
What?
no team we're playing this year is playing us after a bye week, after their bye week.
Really?
Yeah, and no
that's
team we're
nice.
playing this year is playing us going into a bye week.
Okay.
Okay, that I mean, with us having one of the hardest schedules in the NFL right now, that would help. This is a tough one for me because matchup wise, their defense against our offense, I think we have a slight advantage just because we got all these new receivers and you know what I mean. So I mean, but by week 8 we should know who we are in terms of what we can do on offense.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
I think at the end of the day, for me, our defense at that point should be good enough to stop Geno Smith from putting up 30 points on us. I think I'm giving the Bills a win that one.
Okay.
So Key's a lone wolf on that one.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right. Dolphins at Bills.
We ain't even got to talk about that one. That's here.
Yeah, that's a win.
Josh Allen owes you here. You're not
it's-
beating us in
And it's
Highmark.
in November.
Yeah, you're not beating us in Highmark, bro.
Right.
It ain't happening.
All right. So, are we at our bye week yet?
Nope.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, because we got Miami and then we got Colts right the next week.
Oh, that's right. The bye week is between Chiefs Niners.
Chiefs and Niners.
Yep. Okay.
That's right. Yep.
Okay. So that was 8, 9. So
I got it. Yeah, I got it. Well,
week 10 is the Colts, right?
week 10 is the Colts. Yep.
Okay. Week 10, Bills at Indy, 1:00 game. I got that as a loss, fellas.
Trap game.
For the Colts?
Nope, Bills. That's a trap game.
Oh, you mean the Bills are going to win that game?
They're going to lose that game. Trap game. So
okay,
to me, a trap game is the games that you suspect, you're going to beat anyway.
Right.
Those are the ones that you wind up losing.
Oh, I just think the Colts are good enough to do it. I mean, they with Michael Pittman and then who's the other kid, the receiver they draft? Oh, they got Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah.
So they got those guys on the field. They still got Jonathan Taylor. They're going to be able to run the ball whenever they want.
And we got to bust them up. Win.
Whoa, you fighting to be different now.
I think the Bills are way better. I think Bills are way better than the Colts. I just think it's one of those games where, oh yeah, we're gonna beat them easily, and then like, dang, we lost. To me, that's the trap game of the season is the Colts.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So you got to win.
Got to win.
All right. Chiefs
Loss.
at Bills.
I hate to say this.
Loss.
I hate to say this. What I hope happens is the Chiefs win this season, this game, and we beat them in the playoffs. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's the same. We win and then lose in the playoffs.
Well, I say it's a loss because we've never won a game going to the bye week under McDermott.
Well, I got the Bills splitting between the Chiefs and Niners either way. So if they lose to the Chiefs, they're beating the Niners. If we're gonna say they lose to the Niners, I got them beating the Chiefs. But I think they're gonna win one of those games. If I'm following your logic, Key, then I'm fine giving them an L against the Chiefs and then coming back out after the bye and beating the Niners.
Mel, you said loss too?
So that's why I'm torn. Because if we beat them, we're gonna lose in the playoffs. It is. I'm serious. But
Guarantee on
He
that.
said it is what it is.
bro, history. Listen, if we beat them, we're gonna lose in the playoffs. If we lose, we might get them in the playoffs, bro.
But we've never seen what that looks like because we've never beaten them in the playoffs.
That's what I'm
Well, like,
saying.
this the year.
If we lose,
So you're just saying like because everything has been the same this
Yep.
way and we keep losing to
Yep.
them after we beat them in the regular season.
Yep.
Let's try it the other way.
And then when the Ravens beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the second week of the playoffs, now who we gonna play? It's all for nothing now. Now what? What do we do?
so I don't know. I want to say it's a L because it gives me a playoff win, but
Well, luckily for you,
my
we're not
head
doing
is
playoffs
telling
right
me
now.
is nothing's going to change. So we're going to win and lose, but
Okay.
I don't know.
I got him. So
Put me down, whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
well, if we're gonna follow your logic, then we got to see what happens. They got to lose.
Okay.
They got to lose so that they can win in the playoffs. All right, so that's an L for the Chiefs for all three of us.
Yep.
Niners, I got them taking a dub
That's the week
Yes.
after the bye, right?
Yes.
after the bye.
They
Yep.
win that because they
Hey,
went out of bye.
This is
after
easy
bye.
for me. This is easy for me. The next all the games in December, Josh don't lose. So he's winning all of those.
Okay.
Yo,
All right.
Since 2020, do you know what my man record is in December?
19-2,
12-2, bro.
12-2.
Wow, Mr. December.
And you know what it is in January?
What?
He's undefeated.
Whoa, yo.
So the rest of the schedule is easy for me. All the December games, we not losing them joints, man.
Yeah.
Dang, son.
We not
All right,
losing
then.
them.
Wow.
We
I
might-
mean, the last two times Josh has played the Niners, he's handedly beat them.
And we play them here.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is for us to lose at home.
Twice in a row. That's not. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Happening. That's not happening. All right,
And-
dub for the Bills.
What you got,
against the
Key?
Niners.
It's a win. 'Cause
Okay,
they're
Key.
coming out of a bye, so they win. They win coming out of the bye.
Okay.
Another West Coast trip after the Niners game. That would be. Let's see. This is week 10, 11, 12. So week 13. Bills against the Rams in LA. I think this is another trap game for the Bills.
It's December. It's a dub.
Okay.
For me, it's a dub.
Yeah. I just, yeah.
What you say, Key?
I think the Rams might give them some problems. They got Jared Verse, Breeden Fisk, Blake Corum, Cam Kinchins.
They got some boys on defense now. Like they literally just turned it around all in one season, and they still got the boys they got on offense. That's gonna be tough, man.
Stafford's still the quarterback.
Yep,
though.
and the young running back they got is up and coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game.
So you say yes or no?
I'm giving them an L on that one.
L.
Yep.
I'm gonna give them.
I just think traveling back to the West Coast again, after you put your heart all out on the field to beat the 49ers, it's going to be a tough game. I think the Bills will win it, but it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a hard-fought game, and then you got to travel to the West Coast to play the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
Okay, who's next?
All right, so that was 10, 11, 12, 13. So week 14. Week 14, Bills at Detroit. Ford Field. 4:25 game. Mr. December for you?
Dub.
I got an L for that one.
Winning back-to-back losses?
Back-to-back losses, my man.
He
They
went
come-
Mr. Aubrey Graham.
Huh?
He went Aubrey Graham on us.
What? Whoa, what does that mean?
You don't know,
No.
Mel? He went back to back.
Oh,
Drake, Aubrey Graham.
yeah, I know that, but I wouldn't have connected that
June,
to Aubrey Graham.
June.
When I think about Aubrey Graham, I'm thinking about Degrassi. Like, a lot of
He's
people don't
old
know
now.
him from there. You know what I'm saying?
Who's
But-
old now?
What? Why is that? Oh no! Time out!
Flag on the
Time out.
play.
Flag on that play.
Why am I old? Because I know who Aubrey Graham is.
Because you didn't put Aubrey Graham and Drake in back to back, and you said
Well,
back to back.
if you had said Drake, I might think about Drake's songs.
And he like one of your favorite rappers though?
Huh?
Isn't he like one of your? What do you at one point one of your favorite rappers?
He was when he was a backpack rapper, but not now. Not now.
He got the part now. The heart can't do it.
It's
He's saying the Kiki and Do You Love Me? He's whining. I'm not with that.
no.
Hotline
I-
Bling and all this. carrying on.
That's why I like J. Cole. Like J. Cole can pop out every now and then and do some gun lyrics and stuff like that, but he keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Real introspective dude. That's my kind of rap. I like that.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah. I was early on, but all right. Okay. I respect it. Kendrick, J. Cole. Okay. So you got what did you get for
Lions
for
a win.
Detroit? Okay, 2 win. Okay.
Lone Wolf. Oh.
Hey, I'm riding out with it too. Week 15, right? Yep, 15. Patriots at Bills. 1:00 game. That's a dub.
Dub.
That's a dub.
Is that our second game against Patriots?
Nope, first.
Yo, we play them twice in span of 3 weeks.
Yep. You want the Patriots to win so bad. You respect that team so much for no reason. No reason, Keyshawn.
The only reason I'm thinking about this is because Drake May, and I don't respect him.
You don't respect Drake May? Mm-mm. But that's the reason they gonna win.
Hold on. You know who's behind Drake May?
Who?
Joe Milton.
The way he said it, Joe Milton. Say less.
Hey, right.
Say less.
Like you better recognize.
Say less, because that's our boy. That is our boy.
I love it. That would be hilarious. Wouldn't that be that would be so Kyer Elam-esque if Joe Milton ends up winning that job.
That'd be so Patriot-esque because you had Bailey Zappi who beat Mac Jones.
Right. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
They can't get quarterback right. So
what was that? Bless you.
I'm gonna say they split that, and the first one.
It's at home though.
You got them splitting with the Patriots.
It's at home, bro.
Yeah, well, I'll say that's a win at home.
Sir, why doth thou art respecteth the Patriots thine?
They're intriguing me because I don't know what to expect.
That's the problem.
That's what's
for
intriguing
me.
to me.
See, the thing is, had this been earlier,
new culture, new quarterback, new wide receivers, like everything's new. Like I don't know what to expect.
Had this been earlier in the season, I probably would have said Patriots. But because it's week 15, 16?
15.
Week 15, we've seen them for 13 other games. It's like, we know what they do, and they'll probably be down in the dumps by then. So we'll see. Who's next?
Week 16, Jets at Bills. 1 o'clock game.
W. What you got? What he put?
He put the X up there. So wait, the X means a win?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're doing trash right now.
Yeah.
He is. He's got 5 wins.
Yo, you got 5 wins?
Yeah. Wait, you put a win for the Patriots game, right? I got him beating the
Next
Patriots.
one. Okay, so you got 6 wins. My bad.
Yeah, 6 wins.
Nah.
No. This is the home of the all truth, no sodium takes. Don't y'all pour no salt on my takes.
You poured the salt upon us.
Rigo.
There's no way Buffalo makes 6 games in a row.
Only if Josh Allen is out.
Nah. We still got Mr. Trubisky. Trubisky at least gonna win a game or 2. Ain't no rationale for this.
After I just got done drenching my desk over here in water.
It's all right. You made a point. You went to napkin.
Shirt got soaked, huh?
You want a napkin?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you.
No problem.
So, all right. So I got them winning 6 games so far. I'm sorry. I got the Jets taking that, man.
Bro, you don't think we're making the playoffs?
The Jets are going to need
at this
that
point.
game.
The
Jets are going to be trying to compete for a higher seed. I think they're going to need that game. It's not something that they're just going to be able to let go like that. And I don't think the Bills are going to have enough. I'm sorry. I don't think the Bills have enough right now to beat that Jets defense and stop that Jets offense. I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it.
All right.
Maybe that'll change. Again, I changed my mind after I saw Terrell Bernard play, and I hated the pick. So I could definitely be pleasantly wrong at that point in the season.
That's fair. Reserve the right. Express written consent.
Yeah.
All right, Week 17, Bills at Patriots.
I got an L.
Whoa!
Wait, you just came at me for splitting it? No, you came at me for splitting. You didn't.
I got an L. It's in Gillette, and it's the last season of the game. I mean,
but they only got you only got them with 12 wins at that point.
Yeah, they don't need that game.
Wait, no, ain't that? That's week 17, isn't it?
That's the last game.
It's the last game of the season.
That's 18 weeks.
The bye week.
So
I know we played.
I'm sorry. So that would be week 18. Yes, technically that would be week 18.
Oh yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
hey, like hold on, wait a
well,
minute.
we didn't count the bye week.
Right.
No, see the ankle tack. Never mind.
In Gillette, last game of the season.
I think Roy had a comment in there. I don't have the comments up right now, but Roy said the talent tackle is what we would call it. That's pretty good. The talent tackle. Hit him with that talent.
So yeah, Gillette.
I got an L.
I'm gonna say we got to win that one to get into the playoffs.
What?
That gives him 12 wins. You got 12 wins. You got.
No, he's got 13 wins. He already had 12 before.
No, he said L. You're giving the Bills an L.
Oh, you're giving the L. Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
wow.
they're not gonna need that game.
So y'all got him. I mean, that's a win for me. So that's 7 wins for on the season for me.
I mean, realistically, I think one of the I don't have the names up on the side, but one of them when I did it at home, I ended up with 10 wins. I think I flipped a couple in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I thought about it and talked it out, but yeah, I think 10 to 11 is more rational than even 12. But you know, the whole point of this is to get out of the division as a champion. We got to get out of the division as champion to make this thing work.
Right.
True.
So,
all right. Well,
so you're gonna be lambasted, and me and Miller are gonna be just like, but
Yo, if the Bills don't make the playoffs, I just can't see that, man.
that'd be tough.
I can't see it.
Uh oh.
Not making the playoffs. Playoffs.
I-
You talking about playoffs
We can't even win a game.
I mean,
with Josh Allen?
it at some point, the dam has to give. I just think, you know what I mean? Like you've done so much kicking the can down the road with the salary cap and the players that you've picked and you know all the injuries racking up. You know what I'm saying? Like we are literally a team sitting here hoping that a broke neck Micah Hyde comes back to save us. And I don't mean broke neck in a disrespectful way. The
In a
man's
literal
got
sense.
a really,
A literal sense.
Right. Like, the man has a really bad neck injury that he played through for the last 2 seasons. So, you know, to me, it's like, man, like, when is the other shoe going to drop? It's got to be now. I mean, they haven't put anything out into the news that tells me that they're really thinking Super Bowl this year.
So, with that thought, what I teased when I told you I had a question.
Yep.
I want you guys to tell me off the cuff. I have a couple questions for you. Now, did you title what I said? I don't know if you, but anyway, what I asked you was,
Yeah, the title is what you said.
wow, we didn't see this coming. It had nothing to do with the schedule. What it had to do with was who on this team is going to be the guy that you're like, the Terrell Bernard. Wow, where'd this come from? Who is this guy? We've had this the whole time. You know, who's in your mind that you think this is going to be a coming of age year this year?
So it got to be a guy that's already on our team?
Doesn't have to be always, but you know, somebody, even a rookie. Like it could be Devon Solomon or somebody you know, MVS, Claypool, anybody. You know.
So I say Keon Coleman, Javon Solomon, and I'm gonna put it out there. I think finally,
Elam.
yes.
I knew he was going to say. He said finally 3
Wow.
times. With Elam.
Finally, he gets his due. Those are my 3 right there.
What you got?
Okay, give me the verbiage of the question one more time.
So, when you watch him play, you think how you felt about Terrell Bernard when you saw him play. You're like, man, here we
Basically,
go.
Yeah. What you
But then
see-
you be like the first, you'll be like,
right now,
Yo, do that again.
Right now, you think about these players, but then when they actually play and then perform,
right? And you're like, yo,
wow.
So
Yeah.
it would have to be a draft pick.
It could
No.
be a draft pick. It could be
Or it
somebody
could be
else's stats on the bench. It could be somebody that underachieved. Like it could be Epinesa or somebody like that.
Yeah.
I think the person that would stick out the most to me is Tyrell Shavers. I think because I've heard so much about him and his size is very intriguing and you know they talk about his quickness and stuff like that. If somebody like that can get some playing time, I'd be very interested to see what he can do. Especially because he's not an old guy. He's not the youngest guy on the team, but I would be interested in that. The other guy I think I would be looking at is, I mean, believe it or not, Christian Benford. I know he's on the field, but from an impact standpoint, we really haven't seen him do much in big time games. He just doesn't get noticed because he doesn't really give up much. You know what I'm saying? Can he take that next step? Can he become an impact player, or is he just a guy?
You ready for mine?
Yes.
This is not sleep deprivation. Mike Edwards.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. This is Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger is about to jump out of one of these doors up around here and scratch my face off.
No. The reason why is this: we didn't pick up anybody with that skill set in the draft, in free agency, obviously outside of Mike Edwards. You look at Cole Bishop; he's going to be a starter, but he's not going to start over Mike Edwards. I have him starting over Taylor Rapp because
that could possibly happen.
They play the same game. See, Cole Bishop is not a rover. He even said as much. He said they asked me to do it. Mm-hmm. They've asked me to defend the slot, but that's not really what I do. He's a blitzer. He's a tackler. He's an in-the-box safety. He's more your Jordan Poyer. Yep. And is he a better Jordan Poyer than Cole Bishop or than Taylor Rapp? Yes.
Yeah.
We've seen Taylor Rapp last year in Jordan Poyer's, when he was out or when he spelled him, and he left a lot to be desired. So I think in thinking that Cole Bishop is going to be the majority starter this year, Taylor Rapp's going to be the one sitting on the bench. And with his contract, it makes sense because it's essentially a 1-year contract they get out after this year, and he can, So yeah, I think Mike Edwards, seeing as we need that ball hawk playmaker in the middle of the field, that's what he does. They didn't give me anybody better. And hey, I can be objective. I can be objective.
Keith. My man, good job.
I had to write it so I wouldn't choke up and fart on it or something like that. But
oh man, I'm glad I decided to back up a little bit.
What you got?
Tabonius Lex.
Mm-hmm.
Tabonius, I like that.
Have we had him on the show before?
Not under that name.
Oh.
I like that.
What do you mean not under that name? You know the guy?
Tabonius Lex? No.
That's hot. That's hot. I like that.
Yeah, Tabonius Lex, welcome to the show, man. I'm just looking through all these comments. I know we're not going to have time to get to all of them, but I just wanted to shout this out. He says, I've been looking for Black Bills content creators for a long time, and the guys at Bills Fanatics are cool, but you three are a breath of fresh air. Keep up the good work, fellas.
We appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
good job,
you.
fellas.
We're just three dads trying to make the best out of the situation.
Yeah, man.
No doubt. Wait, out of a what?
Out of the situation.
Why you say it like that?
Why do we start the show? Because you wanted to bang on McDermott. Now you got somebody
No, don't you dare put that like that. No, that is not why I started the show. That is the main reason why I came with the all truth, no sodium takes. Was specifically to make sure that people wasn't thinking, oh, this dude he's only on YouTube to bang on McDermott. No.
All right, let me call him on that. Go back to the beginnings.
Hey,
look at when he started saying that.
Huh?
Look when he started saying that.
I don't think I started saying it until episode 3 or 4, maybe. It took a few episodes.
It threw me. I was like,
again,
I like that.
Again, week 1 is an outlier. You don't know what you're going to get week 1.
Right. There you go. Thank you.
You don't know what you're going to get week 1.
You got my back. Thank you.
Who else you got, Keith? You just got the one?
No, I was going through. I had another question or so, but go ahead.
Okay, so real quick,
go ahead.
Roy says Joe Milton is a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Right now.
What?
Right now.
What? No, he's a two-trick pony.
Listen.
No, he's a two-trick. He does backflips. He does those backflips. That's a trick.
I mean,
Roy, I can't. Let me see you do a backflip.
If I see him backflip over a linebacker into the end zone, I'll appreciate it.
Yo, if he did that, Josh Allen, I got to do that. Don't do it, Joe, please.
He probably would.
I was going to say, when Josh got drafted, they said the same thing.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Under the right coach, and he's not going to get on the field right away.
Right.
They're doing it the right way.
He's got Van Pelt.
Right? So he's doing it the right way. So he's got an opportunity to sit, kind of see what's going on. I think, mark my words, he'll be like the future franchise quarterback.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
That's his floor.
Joe
Geno
Milton.
Smith.
All right, Laura says, Laura says the Jets are trash.
Yes, Laura.
Let me live.
Aaron Rodgers is over the hill.
Let me live, Laura.
He's not that guy no more.
Let me live, please, just for a little bit. No, I said 7. Get your numbers right.
7 and 10.
Yeah. You want $7 million or $6 million? Which one sounds better to you?
Put wings on it.
Put wings on what? Whether or not I just put 7 on the board?
Yes.
What? It's on the board. It's right there.
Oh no, you saying
What?
they actually win more
What are
than
we
7
doing?
games.
He's saying if they actually win more than 7 games.
I bet that they're going to win the division. That's definitely more than 7 games.
No, the Bills.
Oh, the bet
said
that the Bills are only going to win 7 games
they're going to
or
win
less.
more than 7 games. Because you're saying they're only going to win 7. He's saying they're going to win way more.
So you want to bet me wings that the Bills are only going to win 7 games or less?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. You think they're going to win more though?
Like bet money.
You think they're going to win more than 7 games, and because you're saying I'm saying they're only going to win 7 games or less.
No. So what I'm saying is that
If they win more than 7 games, you get wings. If they win less than 7 games, he gets wings.
yes.
Okay.
You're getting a lot of wings this year.
Do I want to
Or
take
potential.
about to say, do you really think the Bills are only going to win 7 games?
Right.
With Mr. J.A. 17?
Out of 17
No,
games. That's
I can't.
crazy.
They've won more than 7 games before.
As much as I get up here and talk about my fear of the Jets, I'm still a Bills fan. I can't bet against them like that.
8 wins, and he be mad as ever.
Yeah. 1 more 7.
He be on the couch like,
I don't.
No,
I put
we
it like
need
this. I put it
Bass.
like this. I am willing to bet that the Bills don't make the playoffs more than I am willing to bet that they only win 7 games.
Wow.
That's the views expressed on the show are not of everybody on the show, but just one person. So
got
everybody that
disclaimers now?
subscribed, everybody that likes us, keep that energy. He just lost his mind a little bit.
You want me to bet you wings that the Bills don't make the playoffs? Yeah. Again, I've already stated because I love the team. I am not going to bet against them in that way.
10 toes, 10 toes.
toes.
You said it.
Stand on business.
You see what kind of peer pressure I deal with around here?
He got peer pressure from his son. He said, "Stay
Exactly. No, but that wouldn't have worked at home. I'd have kicked him down the steps and be like, "Listen, stay in your place."
We're not doing that.
No.
You got any other
Yo,
comments?
Laura said Aramis chose violence from the beginning of the show. I can't listen. Who's my man that got traded to all them teams that he be pulling the swords out of his back and who is that? Who is that? It's a receiver that I'm thinking of. Played for the Patriots. He got drafted by the Rams.
Amendola?
No, black dude. He got drafted by the Rams. Mm-hmm. Then he went to. Did he go to the? Oh, I'm sorry. No, he got drafted by the Saints, and then I think he went to the Rams, and then I think he went to. I think his last stop was like the Patriots or something like that.
Cooks? Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Cooks. I came in with the double swords like Brandon Cooks. Yeah.
Got you.
All of that was to talk about something that Brandon Cooks does. That's how much time I waste with all of my analogies.
It's okay. I understand.
All right. Hey, Black Panther 1 on my side. Welcome to the show, my bro. Black Panther says, agreed, Bills this season 7-10, mark it down.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Talking about.
I like BBQ chicken wings. The Gangnam ones. No. BBQ chicken, the name of the place over in Flint.
Yo, I heard that. I heard they good. I heard they smacking.
Yo.
Gotta have them. My mom is hooked.
Yo. I'm just now seeing this, but you in trouble, bro.
I'm in trouble?
Christina said, new name for number 5, Tibonius Lex.
Yo, I will rock with
What
Tibonius.
you think? You rock with Tibonius?
At this point in time, I'm calling the kid whatever he kick me.
That's a hot name, man.
For real?
It's unique. Nobody else gonna have it. What's your name? Tibonius.
Tibonius.
AKA T-Bone.
T-Bone. Yes. That's an instant nickname all day.
If I ever make a movie or a TV show, Tibonius is going in there.
It's a girl.
That's it.
Tibonius T-Bone Mac.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Christina, see what you started?
Yo.
Happy birthday, Tibonius.
Right now? Are you even going to work after this? Like,
I'm gonna go. I got no choice. But I have one more question along the same vein.
What you got, Keith?
And guys at home, please, in the comments as this show goes off, I'm not done for the day. Put your answers in there. Surprise cut.
Surprise cut?
Man.
What would be a surprise, though?
That we think they're going to cut, or we would just be surprised
No, that you're
if
like,
they cut?
What? How?
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
You know what? I'm going with you guys because you guys are talking a lot about Van Pran Granger, and after watching hearing scouts and stuff, they saying he got an opportunity to really make the starting job.
Yep.
So they would have to cut McGovern or Edwards.
Edwards. Yeah, Edwards.
That would be a surprise. If that kid starts as a rookie, that would be surprising to me.
Yeah. I even though I want it to happen, I
Right.
would still be very surprised if McGovern got cut.
Yeah. I would say McGovern or Edwards because to me they're trying to fill in that role. So if any of those guys get cut, I'll be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I gotta have somebody on defense though.
Oh, he got a sponge.
I gotta have somebody on defense. Hold up.
Somebody on who would I be surprised if they got cut on defense?
Just there's no way. Like Bernard's a staple, Milano's a staple, Epineza after they're paying him.
Yo, if they cut
Rousseau.
Elam, I would be shocked because of how stubborn they've been with not trading them, not playing them,
And finally just giving
and
them
they
the
finally
cut?
just cut them and let them go.
They gonna
Yeah.
Quinton
I would be
Cephas?
shocked.
Giving the Quinton Cephas?
Yeah,
I got one. I got
You know
one.
what?
I got one.
What?
You got D. Delaney, Taylor Rapp, Mike Edwards, Cole Bishop.
Ooh.
I'm sorry,
DeMar?
Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
I can't say surprised because I said it was going to be cut when we did the defense.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know mine.
Who?
This dude. Oh my
Josh
God.
Allen.
Whoa, that's a hot take.
James Cook.
MVS. All right, good night, people. Good night, everybody.
Hey,
Throw with your behind.
Hey.
Are you serious right now?
Hey.
You literally just argued with me for the whole beginning of the show.
I was
about this
yo,
dude.
you know how hard it was for me not to say anything when we argued about this?
Lucky I ain't got nothing to throw at you.
yo, but see, here's the thing with that position. To me, it's up for grabs. Like once training camp hit, whoever performs is going to get the spot.
That's where I'm at with
That's
it.
true. That's
and
true.
and
Like,
I'm
dude,
thinking, yeah, go ahead.
Shorter,
Claypool, shorter.
he may can outperform him. Shavers even may.
could.
You know what I'm saying? Like
At that age,
all
30
these
year,
guys are
30
wild
season.
cards.
Yeah, year 30
To me,
season
like
too.
I'm only counting 3 guaranteed wide receivers on the squad: Coleman, Samuel, and Shakir. That's it.
and the other 10 are fighting for a job.
But like, dude, it's a toss up. Hollins could be gone. MVS could be gone.
Yeah.
Depending on who KJ Hamler can make it. I don't know.
And that's why he's my surprise cut because your logic and dude, I couldn't get my thoughts together because I was trying to save it for this very moment. I'm stuttering. I'm flipping. Yo, I was flipping.
That's that big old stack of money you waiting to throw on
Right.
the table there, but you can't because it ain't the right bet yet.
But here's another thing,
What?
In the last, how many teams has he been on so far?
Who?
MVS.
This,
He keeps
this
This
is
will be
his
his
third.
third.
They keep
Yeah.
grabbing him, and he went on the Jets. Oh, go back to KC. Oh, you want? All right, get it. Like,
Well, that's
they
Hartman.
keep-
That's Hartman. That's Hartman.
Oh, that's Hartman.
Hartman.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Hartman. Yeah, that's Hartman. Miko Hartman went flammed it.
MVS. Well,
Just Green Bay and Kansas City.
oh, he didn't. I thought he went. Oh, yeah, you're right. That was.
Oh, wow.
I thought he went to the Jets. You're right. That's fine.
Roy is saying Mac Hollins is as close to a lock as you can get.
I think so,
Outside
too.
looking in
I
and
agree.
saying MVS stays till after the KC game. Bye week. Bye.
No, I do. I
Is that-
agree.
Is that
I
the
agree,
trade
Matt.
deadline?
Yeah.
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 Chiefs game.
Hey,
I
mark that
agree.
down.
I do agree that Mac Hollins is a lot. So I mean, I hear you.
So you say you
I
got
think
4.
I think he's a lot,
Okay.
especially with Keon Coleman and
Yeah.
Tyrone Shavers, and because Shavers is going to make practice squad if he doesn't make the team.
Yeah.
And that size and the route savvy that Hollins has, he
Yep.
can show them how to do it. So I
Yep.
think he'll be on the team.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Lindsay saying a $50 bet. Whoever Jets backup quarterback is, he'll start week 10 at the latest.
That's
Ooh,
$50 bet. That's about 50 wings. Okay.
ooh. Hey, listen. I'm
We can't send Lindsay no wings.
All in, yeah, we can. Lenovo's.
Lenovo's, yeah.
Freeze and send.
Okay.
Won't be the same,
Lindsay,
but-
listen, you want the $50 or you want the 50 wings?
I ain't got $50. I just got 50
You
wings.
probably want the $50.
I don't have $50. That's the point.
She want the ducats.
Right. She want the greenbacks. I ain't got that.
Venmo.
I seen you some Bitcoin.
Big.
Oh my God.
Hey, he's over 40, man. Like
No,
I don't
stop. Listen, in order to get to this man, Tyron Smith has got to get hurt. The other rookie left tackle they just drafted has to be absolutely terrible, which is not likely he's going to be.
Dude, if he's doing a drop back and he stumble over his feet, it's a wrap. He's 40, bro.
Yo, Tom Brady played till he was 45. Joe Flacco came in and snatched victory from the jaws of DeMar Hamlin for comeback player of the year at 42 years old. Why are we acting like 40 is the death of a quarterback?
Well, those are the exceptions.
Well, we got to close here.
Joe Flacco's an exception?
Joe Flacco, Brady, those exceptions, man.
Brett Favre was playing at 40. He was balling at 40.
Well, look at the drop off though.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, I get it. But again, we're talking about an offense that is designed to make it so easy for a quarterback where he doesn't really have to do much. That run game, and they improved their offensive line. That run game is going to be insane.
Again, their run game is a fickle beast because they have an injury-prone running back. He's never been healthy a full season yet.
All right, we'll pick this up. Next. I got to get out of here.
We got to get out of here.
We got 90 seconds.
Lindsay says she gets bocce sent to her.
See, told you.
She'll take the wings.
She'll take the wings. Okay.
Yeah. All right, bet. She said, I'll fly for a home game and buy you 50 wings of your choice. Oh, you're trying to get this bet, man. Oh, my gosh. All right. Oh, my gosh. Roy is saying, I'll bet $50 worth of S&H green stamps.
I have Bitcoin, Roy. Only Bitcoin. Okay? We're not doing greenbacks because I don't have that.
Yo, this was a fun show, man. This is all right. Let me see. I gotta turn the volume on here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he wasn't lying.
He was not lying.
He's not lying. All right. All right. You hearing that music there? That means I got 90 seconds to get out of here. So here's what we're gonna do. I need everybody. Yeah, OLI. You ready? I need everybody to go like, subscribe, and share. Just listen. Just send it to one person. Please, just send it to one person.
And comment. I got a long night ahead of me. Comment.
Yes, comment too, no doubt. All right, so with that being said, thank you for everybody who, if this is your first time to the show, welcome. You're now part of the family. We air live Mondays and Fridays. We're back to our regular schedule now. Ken is out of flag football, so now we go Mondays at 6, sometime between 6:15 and 6:20, and then Fridays sometime between 6:15 and 6:20. We do spot episodes if there's some big breaking news. We didn't do it for the schedule because we figured that was something that could actually wait.
Yeah. But hit that thing, make it ring-a-ling-a-lang.
Yes, please hit the bell so you can get notifications because Laura actually missed one of our shows. No, I'm sorry. All right, I apologize, Laura. I'm not going to put you on blast no more, I promise. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. This has been the Post Podium Podcast, home of the All Truth, No Sodium Takes. I have been your co-host, Aramis.
Melly Mac.
Woody Key.
Listen, have a great night. Thank you so much. Peace.
Peace.